time for you to have opinions of our own. This is WCTR.
I am Fernando Martinez. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's great to be back. Joe, you make the clapping sound effects a little bit too loud. That's my producer, Joe, everybody. She is a woman, not a lady, not a fox, not a chick, not a piece of ass, but a woman. Now listen, for those of you who say Fernando, he's like a dinosaur, he does not understand the modern world. He is an old relic of the bygone age. I like to point out Joe is a woman. More or less, therefore, Fernando, he has gone multicultural. He is very much of this century. I am famous for many things I have been in this life. Entrepreneur, singer, therapist, artist, disc jockey, philosopher, lover, corporate spokesman, martyr for justice and truth that lives in every man and woman's heart when I was unfairly imprisoned for entirely unproven allegations. In short, I understand life and life, she understands me. I have been chosen to help guide you down these crazy rapids. After my show was taking off the air, now I am making money by talking about money, and making love by talking about politics, and also because I am the new man. No longer do I talk about grabbing the girl by the haunches, riding her like a pampas bull, and sating your every manly desire. No, no, no. Those days, they are gone. The medallion, she is off. The children, they have a mommy and daddy to look up to. And I am not making inappropriate remarks by letting my passionate gaze linger on Joe's remarkable form. Not for a second.
Oh, shut up.
You see, I take the classes, the awareness classes, the 21st century classes. Now I know I live a long time in ignorance. I feel so sorry for treating the women like pieces of meat. Now I treat the women like they are equal to me. Goddesses, it is not appropriate to tell a sexy lady that her curves make your loins turn to fire. Now you say something sensitive, like, have you considered an exciting career in microfinance? You are very smart. You see, these days, there is so much left that is unsaid, like lust. It's so good to be back, right, Joe?
Yeah, it's great. We have a great show. Let's get into it, Fernando.
Listen, money talk time. The markets have been going up and down. Fernando has been watching the bond market especially. Very volatile, like a lit flare. Boom! And then gone. For your financial questions, let's go to the phones. Speak. Make sweet love to me. Talk dirty like you think Fernando has been a real naughty boy who needs a good spanking.
Yeah, wow. All right. Well, anyway, Fernando, I love your show. You've really given me some fantastic stock and tax avoidance tips over the years. I wanted to know, how do you feel about the debt ceiling?
Listen, my child, I love ceilings. I love staring at ceilings. I love mirrored ceilings. I watch the lion hunt his prey, only backwards. A man grows old, but a lion grows distinguished. I am a lion. They put me in the cage, but I break free. You must break free of the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling is a ceiling I do not love. She is very delicate, like a barrier of skin that denotes youth passing into full womanhood. You must smash through it with turgid loins, no? No, absolutely not. This is not how we think now. This is the old Fernando. How we think now is the debt ceiling is an arbitrary barrier to a productive, integrated economy. If we cannot borrow, what have we become? We have become fools. These politicians, they should not play with the debt ceiling. You are going to end up in a lot of trouble and get slapped.
Okay, let's go to our next caller. She's really upset.
Hi! I can't believe what I am hearing. Who are you? What happened to the show Lean In?
Yeah, they kind of got canceled.
I don't want to hear about the stock market and politics. I'm a housewife. I want to hear four women prattle on, claiming to empower us by talking about celebrity rumors, sex, and shoes, while passively aggressively criticizing each other.
Listen, I feel for you. I am very sorry, woman. But I want you to listen to that chromosome.
Why would I listen to...
Precisely. Listen to this Y chromosome hanging up on you. You have 2 X's like a bottle of moonshine, and you make people go blind and crazy and feel terrible the next day.
Okay, Fernando, come on, that's enough.
Oh no, sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. I try. I make progress. I relapse.
Let's get to our first guest. Please welcome to the Fernando Show gubernatorial candidate, former teacher, and successful divorcee, Sue Murray. Sue, come on in. Sit down.
Good to meet you. Let's rub noses like Eskimo people.
Good to meet you. I'm so excited to finally be on your show.
That's a fantastic pantsuit you're wearing. A suit that looks like pants. You are a professional lady that does not show off the cleavage.
Thank you. Really, I think.
Let's get to it. The state, she is broke. The poverty, she is terrible. The people, they cannot afford a new cell phone every month. What do you think, Sue?
I think getting a woman in office is crucial. If I go through that door, I take everyone with me. I take all of the women of San Andreas with me. They'll all be governors if I am. That's how I want everyone to think of it. A door we're breaking through because you're voting for yourself in the shape of me.
This is a very big office. How will you feed all these women? And they will talk loudly? And some of the women, they are angry, and some they are bitter, and some they are catty, and soon everybody is menstruating at the same time. This is a problem.
Well, it's more of a metaphor. Listen, I've done a lot of thinking, and I've realized the only way for women to move forward is if we all start to think in exactly the same way.
Like ants, the hive mind.
Exactly. By all being the same. That's how we will be free. Listen, women finally need to make it through the door of the state capitol.
You are probably just going to spend a lot of money redecorating and looking through catalogs.
Fernando, we spoke about this.
We know women have a legacy as problem solvers and can emotionally detach themselves from things. Well, I want to bring that attitude to running this state for everybody. Well, everybody I like and can talk down to like a real liberal.
Fernando has a question about education policy. A beautiful and fertile 28-year-old female teacher. She made love to a 16-year-old student. She got a slap on the hand. But a male teacher, he wants to educate a cheerleader in the ways of love. He is a criminal, serving a 15-year sentence and on the database for life. Many times, when Fernando was in class, he would look at the teacher and think, I would like to bend her over while she write algebra equation on the chalkboard. So sexy.
Fernando, equality. Remember equality. No sexism.
Oh, no. I have done it again.
What?
I am working through some things. Terrible things.
Well, we as a state need to work together. And to your question, firstly, it's not okay for anyone to take advantage of anyone else. Let's be clear about that. I was a teacher for many years, and no one ever took advantage of me. Being a teacher explains why I speak so loudly and talk down to everyone. Do you two understand? When you talk to fourth graders every day, you have to come down to their level. And that's sort of like dealing with normal people. Children are the future.
This is not possible.
No, children are the future, and that means the future is going to poop the bed. That's why I think I'm perfect to run the government. In government, you have to learn the rules of the game, then change those rules. It's about taking a good hard look at what we are glorifying in our culture, and then shutting down anything too many people find fun or funny. I mean, if people are happy, who's going to do the work? I encourage everyone to do their part to help me win this election, but also fight back against the big oil cartels.
I know. They have a stranglehold on this country, holding it hostage from behind, penetrating. Tears, but also joy from the tears, because oil and petroleum are a very sensible investment. People say, Fernando, you are a liberal guy. You go to the charity dinners and have a recycled bin full of champagne bottles. Fernando, how can you invest in the oil? Fernando is, how you say, a pragmatic guy. Fernando worry about old Fernando. Fernando, he knows the true liberal have the money and the guilt, and that is who I am, who I want to be, the rich hypocrite with the guilt complex, like you, Sue.
Listen, Fernando, I'm from a middle-class family that worked hard so that I could eventually marry an obscenely rich man, and then tell women out there to stand up, stop complaining, and make something of themselves. I believe in hard work.
You had a very public divorce, Miss Murray.
Yes, that was unfortunate. But I stood up for what I deserved in divorce court. Our legal system recognizes the contribution a spouse makes to the other's success. Excuse me?
Fernando not laughing. He, thinking you deserve more.
Yes, we do deserve more. I took 80% of my ex-husband's wealth. Like many women, I said one thing before we got married, then stopped doing any of those things afterwards, and acted indignantly when my husband got upset. And that ability to lie and change my mind makes me perfect for elected office. Now I'm ready to sign a contract with our great state and be your next governor, because I've proven I'm someone you can trust to break their word when it's for the best, and that's what we need in a leader. We should talk about border security.
Yes, Fernando was thinking about the gaping hole in our nation's security. We have to plug that hole. We're all exposed. Shut it tight.
Fernando.
Sorry, but it's a fact. We gotta plug the gap. But at the same time, we should allow some undocumented workers in for a party time. I know, Fernando became an American the courageous way, by outrunning the speedboat.
Well, we need to make sure we can pledge to our children and our children's children that they will have clean air to breathe, clean bottled water to drink, and most of all, that the rich will pay their fair share, which I compute to be about 82.5% of all future income.
So what you're saying, Sue, is you've made a lot of money, and going forward, nobody else will be able to.
Exactly. I'm very wealthy, and I'm making sacrifices. So the middle class will have to get on board, too. It stands to reason.
Does it?
Yes. If we want a fairer world, it stands to reason that you need a rich, impartial person to tell you how to make it fair. This is something Vinewood understands implicitly, and I'm going to take it across the state. Let's get back on track. I think we have a health crisis in this country, and people should have the medicine they need, like Proposition 208.
Yes, Fernando loves medical cocaine. I say, pretty lady, you look like you are not feeling well. I will help you. I have put a roll of medicine down there for you. Oh, yes. She's feeling much better now. Maybe you want to take it like a suppository. Poof.
Yes, okay. We have some people on the phone who have questions for Miss Murray.
Okay, line 8. Hello, you are on the Fernando Show with Sue Murray.
Yeah, hi. I'm a big sports fan, but it's gotten a little ridiculous, you know? The celebrities getting the best seats, and they come for free, and the stars don't try. They get paid millions of dollars and constantly go on strike. The food costs a lot of money.
Well, that's the true meaning of sport. It's about a shared experience of going broke together while watching a few drug addicts get insanely rich. That's America in a nutshell. I want to tax those rich people and make them think twice about what they did to get there in the first place.
Well, we better get a damn football team, because it's bad enough this city has no real identity except unhinged police and terrible TV.
Yes, violence is a real problem.
Fernando knows this very well. I give the guy in traffic the bird. He does not like the bird so much, I think, because he comes and kicks Fernando's door.
There are so many things that glorify violence. I saw this awful book at the store, Hitting Kids Works Wonders, by some ex-soldier called Alan McLean. I mean, you should never, ever, never lay a hand on a child.
This is true. Don't touch that child. You will get in big trouble if someone is watching.
Now, you talked earlier about the debt ceiling. That's a big issue that is too often politicized. A lot of professional women in this state are hitting a glass ceiling.
The debt ceiling, the glass ceiling. Fernando is tired of all these ceilings. Ceilings aren't really ceilings. They're those fake ceilings in little squares, and you can hide things up there.
Okay. Well, we've got someone on the phone who really wants to talk to Miss Murray. It's author and parenting guru, Alan McLean.
Hey, I heard what you said about my book.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. McLean, but it's barbaric. Children should be coddled and never made to feel bad or actually respect authority.
I'll come over and hit your kid right now. Hell, I'll come over and hit you. You sound like you need a spanking by a Marine, and I'm the Marine to do it.
My goodness! I thought this was an intelligence station.
Is this what you would like, Sue Murray? Would you like this man who writes the book to spank you like a little girl and then hold you tight afterwards, his stubble on the nape of your neck, smelling of whiskey on his breath?
What are you talking about? Never. Since I divorced my ex-husband and took all his money, I've pledged myself to a higher calling, public office and political correctness.
Keep telling yourself that, sister. Let's take another caller.
Hi, Miss Murray. I'm going to vote for you. I really appreciate how you reach out to the gay community.
Oh, you have the best parades.
I'm not gay. I mean, I wish I was. Anyway, listen, over 80% of marriages end in divorce. It's a historical fact. All women eventually turn into fat slobs.
Fernando is agreeing with you silently, but out loud he says, don't hurt people's feelings.
I mean, gay guys keep in shape at least. Well, most of them do. But wives? I don't think so.
Excuse me, what kind of shape are you in?
That's not important. I'm not the 400 pounds now, you know. I can almost see my penis.
A powerful bear who loves his honey.
Okay, let's go over here to line 5. Please, speak some sense.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hi, Mrs. Murray. Big fan. I'm voting for you. I really am.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I really want a multi-millionaire battle axe telling me how to live. It's no wonder politics sucks. The choice is between you, who give women a bad name, and the guy whose qualification for office is that he's great at jumping off of a train wreck.
We all know women hating women is the worst form of misogyny.
I don't hate you because you're a woman. I hate you because you're a rich idiot who thinks you're better than everyone else.
But you see what I have to put up with. Joe, you see? Women hate each other, try to bring each other down. That's men getting into their brains.
I love you, Sue. I love you when you get flustered, when you get sweaty.
You're a woman hater. I've had about as much as I can take. Goodbye.
I took the classes. I am a new man. I love all women equally.
Oh, yes, right, of course.
Sue, come back here. Sit on my lap. She's gone. Why does this keep happening?
Okay, I think that's pretty much all we have time for today.
I was just getting my emotional flow going. But okay, remember, the passion, she is back on The Fernando Show.
Finally, you can play video games without gameplay. Available on the iFruit phone, drone, and all overpriced tablets, it's DigiFarm. All the mind-numbing tedium of an agrarian lifestyle combined with the soul-crushing loneliness of the internet in a game truly worth 99 cents. DigiFarm. Finally, you're actually watching the grass grow under your feet, digitally.
I'm a tiny farmer. I click on buttons and watch plants grow. If I get bored, there's always the farmer's daughter.
It has an incredible sense of achievement. Buy sprites. Feel better about yourself. Do it again.
Awesome.
The Digi family of mobile games. It's a revolution in human interaction. It's a revolution in social.
Thanks to the internet, your husband or boyfriend is masturbating at least 5 times a day. It's a fact. 80% of relationships fail because women lure in men with lots of sex, then turn it off and get fat. He's going to cheat, and quite frankly, you deserve it.
I do.
But how How can you compete with strippers and porn stars? How do you learn what men really want? Isn't it time you attended some classes at Nightlight's Continuing Education? Nightlights offers courses that will teach you the techniques he's come to expect. Fulfill his fantasies without the messy divorce. Contact Nightlights today and sign up for classes such as Rotisserie 101, Advanced ATM, and Coming Out Swinging for beginners. Get your diploma in Double P. Contact Nightlights today.
Politics, news, entertainment, talk.
I just like all the information that you guys provide.
This is WCTR, radio that keeps Los Santos stewing.
This is Chakra Attack, a new approach to Los Santos County integrated health needs, and I'm your host, Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris. Let's all say that again. Be cleansed one, be cleansed all. It's time to wake up. It's time to sleep. It's time to wash that dirt out of your systems. It's time to be one. It's time to be one-on-one. It's time, my brothers. It is time right now. Time for my show. Welcome to this week's Chakra Attack with Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris. And I am, as you have already probably ascertained by now, your host, Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris. Have we yet, Cheryl? Have we
Yes.
You heard me go?
Yes.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Several times.
This is life. This is what we are giving you. So I'm giving you right now. I'm taking a break right now to give you this right here. Ooh, you are one fine girl. I need your strength, baby. I need you here with me. Stay with me, girl. Be conscious of where you are. That's my producer, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Nurse Cheryl Fox. Cheryl, with me, girl. I need you. Hi, girl. I need you to go deep now. I need you to go deeper. Together now. Come on now. You out there too. If I don't feel you, you can't feel me. Come on, Cheryl, one more time. That is beautiful. Yes, we have all. Whatever you are doing, give yourself a big fat. Imagine one great wave of love, one great wave of joy, a great wave of spiritual clarity. Imagine it all up your thighs like a big sticky mess of love. Imagine your soul is like a bazooka. Boom! Or a balloon that a little innocent child sets free to the heavens. And the camera pans up as that balloon floats free and a swell of music plays as it soars to the heavens. Then it comes down in the ocean and a turtle eats it and it has internal hemorrhage and dies. You have killed that turtle. That's the wrong message you're sending. Don't set things free that are going to kill other things. You are attacking the world in the wrong way. Yes, you are. That's not the way to live. That is not the message to send. Like a python that's too big for your house, and you set it loose in a schoolyard with children. That python's gonna wrap itself around kids, and now you have caused a mess. That is not how we do it here, Cheryl. That's not the circle of life. That's the circle of life that leads to death. You hear me, Cheryl?
I hear you.
I know you hear me. Come on. Keep reaching for the heavens, and when you get there, be careful, as there's no oxygen in the heavens, in the upper reaches of the stratosphere, and you will die. I promise you, you will die. You cannot go to heaven as a human. You can only go to heaven as a damn angel. You hear me? You hear me? And that's why heaven is full of angels and not living, breathing people. Because people need oxygen and there ain't no oxygen up there. It's a bit like one of those self-pleasuring choking games where you're making love to somebody, you put your hands around their neck. They have life, but then you choke the life out of them while you pleasuring them.
Oh, Dr. Ray, I like those.
Hey, most women love that.
I love it.
You get on top of a woman, you crush her sternum, you crush her rib cage,
yes.
You put your hands around her neck, and you're giving it to her and taking it away. You're giving life, and you're taking life away at the same time. It's two things going on here. It's a hot and a cold. You know, you're choking, but you're giving life and feeling. Squeezing the love into them, but squeezing the life out. It's an in and an out motion going on here. You have just played the choking game. That's health. That's integration. That's what we are here to do every morning. Before we get started, we always that's a chakra attack. Hey, Cheryl.
Yes, Dr. Ray.
What I just say? What I just say one more time? What I just say? What I just say? You out there, what I just say? What did I just say? I said bang, bang, bang. No, that ain't the sound of me banging you.
Okay.
That's the sound of me attacking your chakra. We're bringing Western Street knowledge and Eastern spirituality together in a unified approach to contemporary integration, such that the mind and body are one, such that the ignorance and knowledge be one, such that the sense and the nonsense be one. When you put sense and nonsense together, what the hell do you got? You got some bullshit going on in your mind. That's everything mushed together like a goddamn jambalaya. Peanut butter and ice cream, guns and butter, ants in your damn pants. It all makes sense because you eat peanut butter and ice cream, you're going to get diarrhea. And you're going to have ants in your pants.
Are they eating the butter?
They eating the shit. What do you think they eating? Ants eat your shit because you don't ate that peanut butter and that damn ice cream.
But do the ants do they crawl in your butthole?
No, they just eat the shit that's coming out your ass. When things don't agree with you, that's what I'm talking about. Now that's sense and that's nonsense together, and they do not agree with each other, and now they have merged and gave your ass diarrhea. We cleansing everything, mind, body, and your spirits. We going big. We're going all the way. Nirvana, Pruda, Valhalla, Limbo. And this being Vinewood, Bimbo, Himbo, and Dumbo. Around the world and back again. You got a round trip, girl, to spirituality.
Okay.
A round trip.
Cool.
Okay?
Yeah.
This is the full set. It's something all-encompassing. Like a big compass which has everything in it. Not just a silly arrow that tells you which way to go north, but also a lot of other arrows that tell you other shit, like which way to the liquor store, or if some fool is getting fresh, or if you are at one with all mankind. A karma compass that tells you street shit and real shit, but also lots of other arrows, a whole bunch of arrows in that damn compass. You know
no, that's just, isn't that a GPS?
No. You're thinking about navigation, that kind of shit in your car.
Yeah, the liquor store.
No, but see, that's where you're wrong. You ain't in the car. You're navigating on foot. You understand? Now, I don't know what app you got, but your mind is an app. Cheryl, you are a damn app.
Wow.
You floating. You are floating, girl. Now say and you float and rise yourself off the ground right now in front of all these people on the radio.
Okay, all right.
I want to see you better rise off the ground. Defy gravity right now.
Okay.
Cheryl just rolls off her ground. She just rolls off the ground.
I'm still on the ground.
She is floating on her spirituality right now.
Being honest.
You understand? She is floating right now. This is a karma compass, everybody.
Okay.
That tells you street shit and real shit. It's like one of them sensors that tell you if there are aliens crawling in the ceiling and they are getting closer and you freaking the hell out because you are like, this alien gonna drop through this ceiling tile and whoop some ass. Right, Cheryl? That damn alien gonna come through that ceiling and whoop some human ass. While the men is fighting the aliens, the women are in the corner crying.
That's not really fair, but...
It's not fair. But that's what happens in the movies. That's exactly what happened. You hide in the corner, or you try to run, and you trip.
Okay.
Right? Not black women, but white women do trip. I'm sorry. I had to go there with you, but I gotta go there. I had to pull a race card out. That's what happens. You sit in that goddamn corner, and you start to scream and cry, and while the aliens are killing your man, you're sitting there crying. Then they take you up to space, and they impregnate you. You understand what's gonna happen to you? They're gonna take you up there, and they're gonna do it to you. They're gonna do it to you good. They're gonna do it to you with their alien prong. You understand? That's how they do it. And that's why you got to get the spirituality in your body right now. Come on now. Today, it's all about empowering the ladies. Spiritual things come in threes. A three-parter. Only not sleeves and no crossing swords and no worrying about if it's right or wrong or if you enjoyed it too damn much, because you're supposed to enjoy every last bit of it, Cheryl.
Yes.
Do you enjoy every last bit of it?
I enjoy most of it, yeah. I don't know about the aliens taking me to bed.
You don't know if you're going to enjoy that because it hasn't happened yet. You have no idea what that alien got in his alien pants. You understand? No one knows what kind of slong an alien has. You don't know that, Cheryl, so don't speak on it before you know what the hell you're doing. Because you're supposed to enjoy it all. Every last bit of it. All life should be enjoyed. Right, Cheryl? Mm-hmm. You're enjoying life, right?
Yeah, I love my life.
You go to those music festivals and take Molly and listen to some old-ass has-beens play a 25-minute version of a song. 25 damn minutes of the same damn bullshit you done heard before. Patchouli and nitrous, am I right?
I love camping and being in nature, like next to my car, 50,000 other people getting spiritual, sucking on balloons, Dr. A. And then when you wake up, you're in some people's tent and you have no idea what happened.
That's right.
I love it.
Spiritualness is all about wherever you get your core energy.
Yeah.
Getting a train in a campsite with absolute strangers while high on hallucinogens. Don't matter if you're black, white, yellow, old, young, or a bit of every damn thing. Blind, crippled, and crazy. That is a path to true enlightenment. You will know a lot about yourself after you get on that damn train with a blind, crippled, and crazy person. That damn train start rolling, somebody gonna yell out, "All aboard!"
Yeah.
You getting spiritual.
Yes.
Now, talking of journeys, every last bit of this crazy journey we are on is called getting respected by any means necessary. I take pride in what the hell you looking at, because that lets me know what the hell I got. You see, Cheryl? Enjoy the view. Enjoy the view. It's a horizon over there. There's mountains, and there's peaks, and there's valleys on that body. You understand? Share the women, but just don't leave no stains, because that ain't nice. You don't leave a stain on a man's lady. Oh, is that nice, Cheryl?
No.
Is that nice, Cheryl, for you to get on top of another man's woman and leave stains and don't go to that restroom and get you a towel and wipe her off?
It's not. That's very it's unsanitary and it's not nice.
It's very unsanitary. You have stained me. Because every time I make love to my woman, all I'm thinking about is what, Cheryl?
The stain that...
That's what I'm thinking about in my mind. I can't get aroused if I'm thinking about the stain that man left on my lady. Let me take a breath. Let me breathe now. I am Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris, and I'm your spiritual guide, Los Santos. I'm a registered health practitioner with an international recognized degree. I'm a trained yogi who can suck both his big toes at once. I'm an expert in cleansing, a devotee of colonics, and a wise man. You know what colonics are?
Yeah.
What do colonics go through?
It goes to your butthole.
Oh, your ass.
Your
it
ass.
goes to your ass, Cheryl. I'm a compassionate lover and a fierce warrior all at the same time. Sometimes I'm a warrior and compassionate at the same time. They don't know where I'm coming from sometimes. A lady's laying there on top of that bed confused because she don't know where I'm coming from. I'm like a pitcher throwing a curveball or a slider. You understand? You don't know what's coming because you ain't the catcher. You see? See what I just did? See how I did that? I went into your head and took you to a baseball game. Mm-hmm. You understand? I am a compassionate lover and a fierce warrior. I spoon, I fork and knife, and that's what the chakra attack is all about. Love making sometimes mean you need to wrestle or howl like an animal. Oh! Oh! Anyway, let's go to the phones. Speak, my child. I love you with all that I have. Take what you want of me and leave me spent.
Hello? Hello?
Speak up, homie.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, for land's sake. Sure, give me a better call screener. God was a fool. He had me on mute. Who the hell puts Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris on mute? You kidding me? You disrespecting me? Seriously, woman?
Ray, chill the hell out. You're on the radio. I'll light some incense. Calm.
I am calm, but I'm also angry. That is a duality. That's what Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris is all about. Duality. Duality. Do you understand, woman? I can't be understood by you, right? I'm talking a foreign language to you. I'm amazing, you understand? Just give me another caller and stop playing the woman card with your unshaven legs and pierced nose and disdain look for everyone else. Yeah, you do. You have a disdain look for everybody in my universe. Seriously, I can read your mind and you're wrong. You're dead wrong, okay? Who we got? Caller, speak.
Hi, Ray. Big fan of the show.
Back at you, brother. Big with cheese on top. Organic cheese as well, like from a cow.
This is so exciting. I knew I was going to get on this week. I really did. Dr. Ray, I think I'm psychic. Can I be a guest on your show? I know the answer. I know the answer is no because
you're batshit crazy nutcase, locked up in some loony bin, and you call me every week. You call every damn week, run your phone bill up, talking that bullshit.
It's not a loony bin, Dr. Ray. It's a high-security mental institution. I never got convicted of a crime. I'm very thorough about DNA cleanup. I'm a spiritual being, Dr. Ray. I'm just like you. Damn it, Dr. Ray. You're not oming with me.
I feel your pain, my brother. We are all one, but some of us are also two. And that's that. Bye now. Cheryl, keep that freak off my goddamn show. Talking of freaks, did I ever tell you about some nasty twins named Tammy and Sammy who have restraining orders against me after some hot yoga got out of hand? Hot yoga started and it went out of control. Weren't my fault. Damn women, it's 120 degrees. I was getting spiritual. Cheryl knows I act out when I think I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm a terrible fright on a damn airplane. You gotta see me fly. Oh, I'm terrible.
It's true, they have to scramble the jets.
Listen, we get into turbulence, I grab a titty. That's the first thing I'm thinking about, because that's where my mind goes sometimes. If we're gonna die, I'm gonna go down in a fetal position. Fetuses want titties. I ain't sucking no damn thumb. I'm going out the same way I came in. Everything in the universe is about two. And that again is the duality. When one becomes two, problems can arise. I am very clear about this in my book. Cheryl, what's the name of the goddamn book?
When One Becomes Two, Problems Can Arise, a study in duality by Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris.
There you go. There you go. Many are called, but few are chosen correctly out of a police lineup. I choose you, caller. Speak to me. With me.
Hey, man, I'm calling you from jail.
Dad? Is that you? Hello? Daddy?
No.
You know you don't know who your dad is.
I know that one day he's going to hear me on the radio and realize the spiritual mistake he made and come back, and we're going to enjoy all the things a father and son should do. Fishing, bike riding, 3 ways, going to a farmer's market, beekeeping, organic honey, knitting, a dad and his boy. You know, knit 1, pearl 2, all that shit. Gangster style. Blah, 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 blah. And I can say, Dad, I made you a sweater. And it won't fit very well, but he will wear it proudly. And if any man challenges him, he will say, I ain't no sissy. I ain't no damn sissy. My son made this for me, and he is Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris, host of Chakra Attack on WCTR. Who are you screwing with?
Hey, man, are you gonna get to my question?
Oh, I'm sorry, my brother. I went deep. I went too deep. I went 6 feet under that time.
I shoved the phone up my ass and smuggled it from Gym Pop just so I can call your show.
Oh, you poor man.
Cheryl loves a conjugal visit.
Listen, I'm in here for a real bullshit charge.
What is it?
Triple homicide, total accident, but they deserved it. Anyway, I'm in a spiritual hole.
We can help you get out that hole, brother. You in a deep hole. I gotta put my hand down there and pull you up. Cheryl, get my soul shovel. I'm about to dig this fool out of this chakra hole. Have you fallen down a well, brother? I will pull you out and we can drink of that water together, even though you have most likely polluted the groundwater. Like you've been fracking yourself rotten.
I'm really into Zen and Omen and yoga, and I want to get married to a woman who will be there for me when I get out in 2025. We can have a baby while I'm in prison. One inmate told me you can smuggle your own baby batter out if you hold it under your tongue and exchange it with a family member in the meeting room. Anyway, I know I've made mistakes. I want someone I can grow old with and brutally murder in our golden years.
I think you need some body whispering. Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris is a spiritual body whisperer. Many of you might ask, what are you doing? I'm humming. Why are you making that noise? It relaxes myself and the ladies. You see, it's a scientific frequency that lulls the ladies into a relaxed spiritual place where the brain shuts off and the thighs go into overdrive. Mind off, body on. It's like trying to start a car. That mind is the battery. That battery is drained and dead. But the engine's good. Right? You understand, Cheryl?
Yeah.
I can teach you how to get that frequency, but you have to buy my book and my call. You know how duck hunters have a call they blow on that attracts ducks so they can shoot them like stupid-ass sitting ducks? That's where that term comes from, a sitting duck. Because that duck's sitting there, right? He heard that call, and he sat there and got his ass shot. Boom! Feathers everywhere. Well, I have developed a bird call that attracts women. It's called the Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris Spiritual Fine Lady Soothing Call to attract women. It's shaped like a sausage, and trust me, it looks a bit strange. But blow it and you'll see. Walk out on your cul-de-sac or at the PTA meeting and blow on that thing and women go mental. Believe me. And sure, you have to blow on the sausage. But while you're blowing on the sausage, you want to... Hell, I had a whole yoga studio full of fine women all over me when I blew that sausage-shaped horn. It was like one of those medieval shows on cable, only we didn't have a dwarf or a yak skin for a blanket. Some ignorant fools will say, are you really humming on that sausage? No, I'm cleansing myself. Like wheatgrass on your radio. That's how you cleanse yourself.
But wheatgrass tastes awful.
It tastes awful. Of course it does. But a sausage-shaped horn does not. You understand? The wheatgrass through your radio is a metaphor. It's a figure of speech. You understand? You are a terrible liberal woman. Bad liberal. I bet you don't even give to public radio.
No way. Why bother? It's so patronizing. It's like being spoken down to by a beggar.
You have to give yourself and your money to public radio. You understand? Do I have to break this down to you, woman? Shut your mouth! That's public radio you talking about. I am for profit, but many are not. You are barely talking on this show. How am I supposed to teach you the ways of broadcasting, the ways it means, what I means? Your comment is getting shot off the hell.
Oh, relax, Ray.
I cannot relax, girl. I am not into relaxation. Relaxation is weak. I want to be hit. I am strong. Hit me, Cheryl. Hit me with the rain stick, Cheryl.
Oh, not this again. I really don't understand how hitting you with a rain stick is helpful.
Turn that upside down. Hear those soothing sounds? That is from Australia. And you blow into it.
Isn't that called a didgeridoo?
Whatever! Hit me with a stick! I'm a piñata! I'm not a piñata! You hear me?
Why are you obsessed with piñatas?
Because that's life, Cheryl. You either is one or you isn't one. And sometimes you both is. And you isn't. Ain't you learned nothing? If you would focus on your damn chakra for half a second, all would become clear to you. You can hang yourself in the public square and let people hit you with sticks till candy and coins drop out your ass. Or you can sit on the mountaintop and it's simple. I like both. So we got all these lines lit up.
Let's go to line 4. This guy is really spiritually constipated. He's got an ass full of candy. Let's hit him with one of the big sticks of love.
My friend, what's up? Free yourself. Breathe deep.
Yeah, that's bullshit what you said about coconut water.
Don't you go disrespecting coconut water. That's the nectar of the gods. From places that are mad spiritual. With cave paintings and baking sun and drum circles and heat stroke and where you can swim with dolphins. Dolphins! And communicate with them. Swim with them and communicate with the dolphins. Dolphins are delivering babies, you punk ass.
I heard that dolphins molest people.
Where you hear that, woman? TV? That damn anti-spiritual booty box will suck the life out of you in a minute. Make your whole innards glaze over like someone threw your soul into an oven all covered in egg white. Like this coconut water food right here. Ha ha ha. Listen, my friend. I just drank some, and I'm significantly more hydrated than you. I'm hydrated. I'm a whole lot wetter than you. People in tropical locations are never thirsty. They've discovered the miracle of coconut water. Crack, and you fill your glass up. Now, each coconut maybe contains 6 ounces of coconut juice. Now, if you got a 16-ounce glass, you're going to want to break 2 coconuts and hydrate yourself. Or you chop it up and sprinkle it on a coconut cake. You understand? It's called coconut flakes.
Listen, the next big thing is going to be potato water. People in Ireland are already working on it when they're not brooding over cigarettes. Potato water is going to be huge.
Isn't that vodka?
No. In no way. It is unfermented water from a potato. All moisture should come from nature and be available in easy open containers. Coconuts are too hard to open. Nature tells you when it's wet and engorged and ready for you to drink. You press a potato, you get a beautiful fresh juice, which is just like orange juice, only better. I've also been trying cactus water, but I impaled myself.
Oh, I get you. I hear you. Let's bring it together, my brother. Right? We had crosswords, but now let's make 2 become 1. The duality is back. You understand? We are 1 now, my brother. I'm upset. You upset. My belly bubbling, and I gotta take a crap. You gotta take a crap. My nose running with snot. Your nose running with snot. You feel me? Like when you have multiple universes in a comic book. We're all part of one universe now.
Thank you, Dr. Ray.
Nature has all kinds of water. Sometimes you're thirsty in the desert, you can grab one of those land mammals and squeeze water clean out of it. And sometimes I get so into hydration that I let animals pee in my mouth.
Ew.
I do.
That's really gross.
Yep. I just love me some organic water. Now, in previous shows, we've talked about factory farming and how those chemicals have ruined everyone's health. You gotta only go organic. Shit is expensive as hell, but the females love it. I hold a head of organic broccoli out the window and chum for them hippie girls. Don't I, Cheryl?
You sure do.
Let them hear it. Let them hear it.
It's terrifying. It's also terrifying that it works.
Terrifying is right, girl. You know how many intimate unions I've had in the Grain of Truth's parking lot? I'll be ripping off yoga pants with my teeth. Who we got next, Cheryl?
Line 7 wants to talk about honey.
Dr. Ray D'Angelo, I want all your listeners to know, stop eating honey. My family, we don't even use honey products, or conflict honey, as we call it, because honey is made under oppressive circumstances. Bees are kept in servitude and sexual bondage. They're like flying veal. And what's worse, male honeybee genitals explode after sex.
Exploding genitals? Damn! I learned how to do that from an ancient Tibetan dude in the mountains when I was over there for a 3-month spiritual journey. Well, there was no fast food, so it was pretty damn emotional. I told this ancient dude in the hills, I said, I recycle. I give to public radio and eat organic. But there's an empty part of me that wants a high fructose corn syrup soda, a big-ass factory farm steak, and to slap hippie girls on the ass and treat them like crap instead of putting up with their neurotic drama and dreadful taste in music. Hippie drama is the worst drama there can be. And this dude, he was spiritual as hell. Know what he said to me? Know what he said, Cheryl?
What did he say?
He said, you have to buy the right books. Listen to the right music. Listen to the girls, hippie drama, and dig down deep inside yourself and like a mofo. And I did. I did, Cheryl. Until my mama threw me out the damn house. And here I am. That was my time in Tibet. At least I think it was Tibet.
Are you sure it was Tibet?
Oh, I don't know. Some darn place with hills and sheep and everyone singing in choirs and all inbred, and they played a lot of rugby. Things like that. Tibetan stuff, you know. It was real cool. Played some Tibetan rugby, ate some cheese on toast. Real Tibetan style, too, with legs all crossed. For real. Anyway, let's wind down the show with the final yoga pose of an intense session, Savasana.
It's actually Shavasana.
Shavasana. Don't correct me. I'm a yogi woman.
Yes.
Shavasana.
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 I know Shavasana. Or corpse pose. Cheryl, join me. Come here on the Big Ray yoga mat, girl. Lay down like a corpse, like you dead as a doornail. Lay there like you just got shot or died on a finger food voyage gone astray. I love me fresh corpse. It's so relaxing. You relax with me out there. You relax, Cheryl? You look stiff. Corpse aren't stiff. You understand?
Okay, I don't really know what all of this means.
Shh. Stare at the ceiling and shut up.
All
Think
right.
empty thoughts. Clear your brain.
Yeah?
Like, go in your head right now. Close your eyes. Go in your head. Get a whisk broom. You know what a whisk broom is? You'll see a barber on TV, and after he cuts your hair, he whisk broom you off. Your hair off your body.
Yeah.
Take a whisk broom and whisk your brain out your head and clear your thoughts.
Okay.
Right? Do it now. Do it now. Clear your brain of all them damn thoughts.
Yeah.
You feel empty now?
Yeah.
Is your brain empty?
Yeah.
Now let's go. Man, I'm so empty right now. Like I got a colonic in my brain stream. Like I crapped the crap out of my brain. Hit the outro music.
This has been another episode of Chakra Attack with Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris.
Shit, ouch!
Put your hands to yourself.
Don't ever do me that way, woman.
This is Weasel News.
Los Santos cemeteries are renting out space for music festivals and raves.
Can Prop 208 save a local medical marijuana university?
It's the only real estate in town left with any authenticity. And that's the exact reason cemeteries are renting out space for weddings, birthday parties, and product launches. Partygoers say it puts things in perspective to face death at every turn.
Sound effect.
First it was medical marijuana. Now medical cocaine is on the ballot in the next election. And it is Prop 208 that a local medical marijuana university is hoping will keep it from shutting its doors. The dean had this to say.
Just like harvesting medical marijuana, making cocaine is a spiritual process, often involving organic elements like coca leaves, water, cement, and super unleaded gasoline.
Officials hope that more narcotics universities will spring up, teaching future generations useful knowledge, not irrelevant things like science and math.
This was Weasel News.
Real talk, real issues, real experts. Patronizing. Real patronizing. WCTR.
It's the Chatosphere with Michelle and Laszlo.
Hi, I'm Michelle Makes.
And I'm Laszlo.
And this is Chatosphere with Michelle and Laszlo.
God, I just love doing that.
Me too.
So, anyway, on today's show,
today's show,
we've got some amazing stuff.
We have a co-host who is not accepting the reality of their contract.
Come on, Michelle, let me do the intro, okay? I'm really good at it. I know how to monologue. Seriously, I talk to myself a lot. You know, sometimes I just stand in front of the mirror with no clothes on and say, you like this? You want some of this? And grab my...
I know. I get it. You're an adult loser. You're pathetic. Every show you do this. No, I'm sorry. You know the rules. Sorry, everybody. See, we're Vinewood liberals. We love each other, but we've got massive egos, so we can't quite get along.
My ego was shattered long ago. You know, it was called the 80s, but I picked up the pieces and glued it together with bourbon and acting out sexually with not that very attractive of a woman, okay? So speak for yourself.
I'm speaking for the show, dictard. Chatosphere, hosted by me, Michelle Makes, with sidekick support work from you until your contract runs out and you can be let go, Mr. Laszlo. I don't have a surname.
Every week. You rub my face in it every goddamn week.
Because every week you act like I'm not here and it's still one of your countless previous shows that didn't work out and yet somehow allow you to fail upwards. Man, you must have some amazing pictures of whichever executives you're blackmailing.
Listen, if you're gonna fail up, I always say. And you're not even being fair.
Fair is you calling me a bitch?
That was once.
Or stealing my jokes?
That was twice.
Or interrupting me?
I don't interrupt you.
Or you just did it again.
I know, it's a joke. The reason men interrupt women all the time is because you yammer on and on.
Oh yeah, women, they talk and you do the math. Really funny, misogynist. Make me out to be a shrew so you can attack me. That's the easiest trick in the book. This is the 21st century, Laszlo. We're all equal now. Every right-minded person in this city knows that, and still you've got gender issues. The fact is you hate women.
I love women. Michelle, come here. Listen, we're off on the wrong foot. Let me rub your back. Oh my God, is that a mole?
Ew, get off. Don't rub my back. Besides, you're only a liberal because your job depends on it.
Don't be mad at me because you've got moles. You should get that checked. And I'm a liberal because you have to be in the entertainment industry. I'd much rather be chewing tobacco, grabbing my nuts, mistreating women, wearing a wife-beater shirt, drinking gin, huffing Freon. I'm the real deal, Michelle. The real deal. My fans know it.
When I work out, I do it for the fans. When I'm pumping iron, looking at my pecs, I go, the fans want these pecs. I got a TV show, a radio show. I'm everywhere. I'm on a billboard. I'm in bathrooms. Then one idiotic program director on a rinky-dink talk network says that I don't attract the youth demographic. Well, that's because they're all high. So now I'm saddled with a 22-year-old microblogger with typical millennial issues as a co-host.
Host!
Whatever.
You're the co-host of Chattersphere, the right-minded, left-thinking, progressive entertainment talk show for all of Los Santos and Blaine County.
Oh, you just love saying that, don't you? My name's Michelle Makes. God, you're like a parrot that sits on the shoulder of a pirate.
You hate women, and you won't stop quoting those dragon brain fantasy novels.
I like saying winch, even if it is from 1402 and there were dragons flying around upside down.
Ugh, enough of your Renaissance fair speak. You're ridiculous. We have an incredible show today. Who have we got? Let me see. Brother Adrian. He runs the Children of the Mountain, that study program you keep hearing advertised.
That is a cult. Why do they always give me the cults to interview? God, I'm doomed. You want to do a show in this market, it's cults and whack jobs and fake boobies everywhere.
You're so judgmental.
I'm not talking about yours. They're tiny fake. I mean, it's cute. I'd like to put little army men on them and they could have a little battle and I'd take pictures and put it on the internet.
That's disturbing.
It's awesome. It's pretty sexual.
No, please, keep describing my rack. It's really doing things for me.
Okay,
You host a singing contest and work on a celebrity and liberal talk show. The one thing you're not meant to have is opinions.
Don't be mad at me because you've got hairy nipples.
What are you talking about?
I've seen them. You know what? You do the show. You're obviously so much better at radio than I am. What, have you been on the air for 6 months?
I love it when you sulk. I feel like your mother. Anyway, we have a great show. Before Brother Adrian, we're going to speak to a few of your favorite stars, everybody. Actor Jimmy Boston will be on the phone. Tyler Dixon, Milton McElroy. Then we'll take some calls, discuss the issues affecting Los Santos, entertainment, politics, health. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah, there's nothing like liberal politics in Vinewood to get people excited. Listen, everybody. Since I started endorsing a hybrid, I really feel like an expert on green issues.
That's great. I saw the commercial. It's just so powerful.
Oh, thanks, Michelle.
I love you, Laz. Is he on the phone? He is? Great. Here's someone we all really love. You are really wowing us with your new show. Jimmy Boston, how's it going, Jimmy?
Yeah, everything's going great. It's a great show. Really great. I told my agent I wanted something serious and character-driven, but that also shows I've got great abs. So yeah, Lifeguard 3D is a fantastic career move.
That's just great.
Yeah, movies are overrated. TV, it's where it's at. We'd love to get you on my show. Maybe you could come on and sing with me like a duet. Man, it's so great that you're doing something more meaningful. Jimbo, we could grab a drink sometime, hit the town. I know some amazing underground clubs where celebs like me and you hang out and finger groupies.
Thanks, Laszlo. Thanks a lot. Listen, you're a cool guy. I love how you do that whole radio host thing. Really funny stuff. Normally, ugly guys sort of act all shy, but you've got lots of personality and you're really funny, I think. Anyway, glad you love the show. Peace. Kiflam.
Oh, not another one. These Absalon guys are taking over.
I think he blew you off there, Laz. That's a bromance you're going to have to let slide. He didn't even want you to be a cameo on Lifeguard. Your career could be out swimming and get into trouble and need rescuing. You've got no friends, Laz.
Please, I would be amazing on that show. I would totally wear a banana hammock. I've got friends, Michelle. Lots of friends. And we all hang out in banana hammocks together.
Wow, sounds amazing. I'd love to get involved. You have friends? Call one.
I would totally rotisserie you.
Ew! Oh, I feel soiled.
It's fun. You should try it. And you know what? Maybe I will call one of my friends. Look at this address book on my phone. Packed with friends. Look, it's my friend Reed. Maybe I'll call Reed, but later. People don't want to hear from my friends. Man, I was out last night partying. Good times. Bottle service. Well, I mean, I snuck the bottle in, but God. And there's nothing like taking advantage of a lonely divorcee from the Midwest while she quietly weeps to let you know that you're a star. I'm on television. The chicks love it.
You really are a man. That made me very sad. That entire monologue was, it was disgusting. And she's probably crying because it was over in 60 seconds.
Who cares? I got mine. I busted a nut.
Please don't use that black scent again. And you really hate women.
Ball all you want. Sorry Mother Nature made your private parts so tedious.
Ugh.
Anyway, we've got another celebrity calling in.
Someone you can really relate to. An actor and a reality TV star, Tyler Dixon. Hey, Tyler, how's the new show?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm just really loving the new show. I mean, it's really different because it's a reality show, but, like, I'm already famous. So it should be really interesting and different. It's kind of like starting on season 2 of most shows, which is sort of amazing.
That's just great. And any movies, or are you waiting for the right role?
Yeah, I really want a big dramatic role. You know, one I can sink my teeth into. Something about character, you know? You know, with a volcano or something where I could be like a superhero.
What have you done?
I'm tired of his blathering. Volcanoes. This whole town is deluded.
I love the idea, though. A new kind of reality show about famous people. That's going to be the best of both worlds.
Oh, it sounds fantastic.
Don't be sarcastic. You're just bitter because they didn't offer it to you.
Let's go to the phones.
Yeah, we want to hear from you out there about what's going on in your Los Santos.
Hey, I can't believe what you guys said last week about award shows. I really love them. The interesting speeches, actors rattling off names of people you've never heard of that they blew to get the job, movies you'll never watch that win the prizes. I love award shows. They make me cry.
Award shows are really fantastic. I mean, the Pop Video Awards, so relevant, so controversial.
Yeah, fantastic. Nothing like giving each other plastic statues to help elevate art. Next caller.
Hey there, I'm Simon. I'm a big fan of the show. Now listen, I just wanted to share with everyone, you don't need to spend all that time working out. I found a perfect solution, okay? I got pec implants, six-pack implants, calf implants. Shoot, I'm perfect.
You hear that, Michelle? Why do I need a bisexual Austrian personal trainer to shout and debase me, hold me to the ground, tell me that I'm worthless, all sweating on me?
Who wants to share sweaty equipment or get disgusting fungus? Share showers with strangers? What, are you nuts? I don't want Hong Kong foot or ringworm. I found the perfect fail-safe solution. Surgery.
Thank you.
That's a guy after your own heart, Laz. Idiotic and superficial. Oh, we have a caller for you. Says his name is Reed.
What's up, Laszlo?
Hey, buddy.
Just to be clear, Laszlo, we're not friends. I defriended you years ago from all of my social networks.
Wow, you are a mess, Laszlo. Next caller.
Hey, Laszlo, that's offensive what you said about fantasy football.
You mean when I said it was for creepy perverts who run around the house in a jockstrap, pecking away at a laptop?
Hey, I'm not a pervert. I'm just really into fantasy sports. I have a fantasy football team. I think about it for hours. Fantasizing we just won. We're in the locker room. Half the guys are nude. We're really pumped. We're taking a shower. And then... Okay, anyways, so what if me and my friends get together with our laptops and watch the game? It's really exciting. I love statistics.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You've decided to pump up the, tedium of watching sports and interject the nonstop laugh-a-minute fun of statistics. Listen, there's only one statistic I'm interested in, and that's how many hoes I've had. What?
Oh, you keep a running total on the wall? Really classy.
That's 3 digits, woman! Ha-ha! One day you'll understand about conquest, Michelle. Speaking of, here's an interesting caller that wants to talk about conquests.
Hey, big fan of the show, but I got a question. What's the deal with Mars?
Well, it is the 4th planet from the sun, and its reddish hue is from iron oxide. This is your space moment of Chatosphere.
I mean, why do we have a dune buggy up there? I don't even have a dune buggy. Mars is bullshit.
God, man, I'd love to go to Mars or a space station, get some groupies up there, watch my DNA fly across at 0 gravity. It'd be amazing. I could start my own religion and an entire civilization of people bred from me. That would be great. I could see it. Me and a couple of hot Martian chicks.
You are revolting. So hypersexualized. Don't you know that we live in a new liberal age where we never say anything mean or crude? It's the new America, the one we've always wanted.
Hey, don't get me wrong. America's a great land. It proves you can conquer anything with booze and syphilis, and I've had both.
Hey, those colonizers caught syphilis in this country and took it to Europe. Serves them right for wiping out the indigenous culture.
Oh, here we go. The hippie lesson of the day. Culture smulcher.
And now Los Santos is just coffee shops, banks, and pharmacies. So cultured.
So we had to wipe out a few people. I need a Bean Machine coffee. I'm stressed. I love this town. You know, you could be smug about the rest of the country and live in a vacuum pretending that there's an endless supply of revenue to just hand out to people and for new metro projects. You know, where we're obsessed about the environment, but people are dumping chemicals on their lawns so much that it gives their neighbors birth defects. I mean, this is a state that's got the worst carbon footprint in the world, while everybody goes around pretending they like the outdoors. This is a proper liberal's paradise, man. And I worked hard to be king of this paradise, Michelle. I work hard, okay? Your younger generation, millennials, don't understand that. You just listen to your iFruit phone and do yoga. When I keel over dead from working, I want you to say, that Laszlo, he died of a broken heart.
Well, cocaine broke your heart.
Well, a bit of recreational snort never hurt anyone. Besides, the chicks love it. Anyway, all I do is Molly now. It's virtually a health food.
Let's go to the phones. Marshall from Puerto del Sol.
Hey, Laszlo, I take real issue with what you said about marching bands. They're brilliant. They're really erotic.
Marching bands with your matching Napoleonic costumes, turning rock classics and pop hits into garbage. Oh, look, I'm a toy soldier blowing into a tuba. Do you think a stadium full of drunks cares about your stupid song? We want to see bitches shooting T-shirts. Oh, look at me. I'm an adult in a marching band. Oh, boy. You need help, dude.
At least I'm not pretending to be someone half my age.
Good point, Marshall. He got you there, Laz. Speaking of lost souls who need a bunch of help, I think we have the perfect guest for you. Laszlo, introduce him.
Coming up on Chattersphere with Laszlo and Michelle.
Michelle and Laszlo.
That is what I said.
It's not.
Well, whatever. Let me speak. Getting saddled with a woman to appeal to more liberal listeners. I am liberal. Seriously. I've got a TV show, which makes me liberal. So shush, woman. Coming up next, what have we... not this again. God, I gotta take this producer out and piss on their head. How original. A cult leader in Los Santos. A promoter of alternative thought.
Coming up next on Chattersphere with Michelle and Laszlo. Alternative therapy life coach, committed spiritualist, and senior lay preacher of the Children of the Mountain Fellowship, Brother Adrian. Brother Adrian, welcome to the show.
Hello, my child. My children, both of you. Welcome to the now.
So good to have you on the show.
Yeah, it makes a real break from the whack jobs and crazies I normally interview. You know, our guest booker gets us celebrities, but the publicist makes us take these has-beens and won't-be's.
I'm not a psychic, Laszlo, but I am sensing a lot of hostility from you. You seem like you are in prison.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
And you know who the warden is, Laszlo?
Yeah, it's Michelle.
No, my child. It's you.
Oh, give me a break.
Yes, mock. Yes, deride. Yes, call me a whack job.
You're a whack job.
Call me a cultist.
You're a cultist.
Call me a pervert.
You're a pervert.
All right. I'm happy. You're miserable.
I'm not miserable. Okay, I'm in a career slump. There is a difference. Every time I really start to do well in a market, someone at the station goes whining to HR, and then I get moved to a new place, like a man of the cloth. Speaking of cloth, you're a cult leader, so of course you pretend to be happy because you say you have all the answers. You're selling people hope. Well, buddy, hope is a lie. I figured out all the answers, and believe me, life is a dark, horrible chasm of despair, punctuated by brief moments where you get beer and breasts. So trust me, people, you do not hope to be like this cult dude.
Children of the Mountain is not a cult or a religion. We don't believe in anything. We are a personal development community, using our unique knowledge of human spirituality and development to put you in touch with your true dimension in stages for a price.
What do you mean, Brother Adrian?
What I mean is this. Through literally weeks of dedicated study, I've discovered the secret to realising human potential, convention and seminar revenue, and utilising completeness. I can make you, and I can make the you that you are the best you in the whole galaxy of potential yous that are there. Life's a competition. It's a competition with yourself. Well, that's a competition you can win, and I will show you how.
Dude, I have 8 ways of not understanding this. Is this like a 12-step program? Why do people that quit doing stuff always have to tell everyone else? You know, I quit typing in "Granny wants it bad" into search engines, and I didn't need any program to tell me to stop that. It just took my mom walking in on me on my 31st birthday. Yeah, that's the true definition of shame. A mother's boy still struggling against adulthood, pants down, hot laptop on his thighs, things leaking out. I've brought shame on my family.
Shame is meaning. Believe me, when you have all of life figured out, it's your duty to share with others. And I share my message using a range of goal-oriented reprogramming techniques. It's about completeness and the opportunity that offers to people to realize a beautiful truth in a convention center for a weekend retreat.
Give me a break.
I'm giving you the best break of all. The chance to live free of dogma and can't. It's a structured study program. What have you got to fear? What is one weekend of your life?
Okay, I've been dragged into all kinds of bad situations with that line. I can tell you what one weekend of your life is. One where you wake up with a tattoo and a new wife that pees standing up. Besides, I just have this weird thing against new religions that are founded by tax accountants. Call me boring, but when it comes to imaginary friends, I'm strictly old-fashioned.
For the last time, child, we don't believe in anything. There are no secrets. Children of the Mountain is an accredited study program. Follow us and you'll be free from all belief. You'll be free from knowledge. You'll be free to share that with others.
What? This is lunacy.
Your hostility is really depressing, Laszlo.
You see clearly, Michelle. Laszlo, there's a mountain up there. Let me show you the way.
Listen, dude, I've been to the mountaintop, okay? I've been to a lot of concerts and done a lot of drugs. I've been up there, okay? I got a top-rated talent show on TV and a nationally syndicated talk show. I've been an anodyne metrosexual that literally millions of people look up to, and believe me, it sucks, okay? I believe in one thing only, my relentless ability to screw up. One stupid word, one inappropriate comment, one touch, and an innocent caress between colleagues, And it begins again, the slow descent down. Your ratings come down a bit. The groupies, they start to get older and chunkier and have that weird fat girl smell. You appear in commercials for worse and worse cars, and suddenly you're not the spokesperson for an expensive Swiss watch, but for some swingers resort in Guatemala or a war zone. You're on the way down, so you get desperate. You do more and more insane things for ratings. You don't care, but it's no good. The public doesn't love you anymore. Nobody loves you. There's a great hole of lovelessness inside you. You're just a shell. Nobody cares. Your friends are more successful than you. They won't call you back. They don't even re-bleach you anymore. Your Life Invader friends start to go down. The private members clubs tell you that you're no longer welcome because you tried to speak to a movie star there. Well, I was a star once, okay? I was, but it's no good. It keeps going down.
It's okay.
It just keeps
going. Child.
It's not okay. Your producer calls you up. Someone made up some pictures that seem to show you, being spanked in a brothel. That's not true. They could put my head on any dude's body. I'm much bigger than that. It's computers. There weren't any cameras in there, and then they start calling you a misogynist in the press and on Bleeder. It's not true. Laszlo loves women. I love women. They call me gay, and that's not true. Laszlo's a man. He has a man's needs. Only it still keeps coming. The great wall of shame and the self-loathing just flows on and on like you're on the ground and there's just a group of men urinating on you, but it's a hypothetical urination. Then one day your producer comes in and says, Laszlo, even though you've been a syndicated radio host for a long time and even though you're great, now you're gonna be the co-host.
The assistant to the host.
Shut up, okay? You won. You're perky. You're young. You look great. And I'm the assistant to the host of a woman with literally nothing to say.
I get it. You did a mountain of blow in the 90s. No one cares.
It was fantastic, okay?
I'm glad you had blow all over your nose for many years.
You don't have a catchphrase.
I don't need one. And nobody gives a shit.
I was big in the 90s. I remember .com, and we used to program computers like C:/ and HTTP:10, print hello 20, go to 10.
The Great Terror of Time is something we cover in our study program, my child.
Just leave me alone, all of you.
There. Sometimes from the valley, we can see the mountain through the clouds. That's what makes us its children.
I don't understand valleys or clouds. It sounds like a nursery rhyme.
Oh, you take a minute, Laszlo. Man. Listen, anyone saying the male menopause is a myth, just remember this moment, please.
It's very simple. You just work through a very cost-effective program and achieve limitless joy.
That sounds wonderful. Laszlo, stop crying.
I'm not crying.
Well, thank you, Brother Adrian. Your seminars seem very interesting.
Yes, very.
But I think we've run out of time on Chattersphere.
I love you, Michelle.
This has been the Chatosphere with Michelle and Laszlo. This is Weasel News.
Construction has begun on the Canada to Los Santos pipeline.
New development in the I-5 streetcar scandal.
Canada has 3 things: really strong weed, boring ice sports, and pristine drinking water. Los Santos city officials have announced that the San Andreas aquifer is nearly dry and mostly polluted. So construction has begun on a pipeline that will bring Canadian lake water to thirsty residents here. A city official said, quote, "Draining pristine wetlands has been brilliant for the environment here. So local governments in Canada who sold us water rights have a great future to look forward to."
Tech News.
The I-5 streetcar scandal continues to worsen, with reports that alongside massive data theft, they have been instructing drivers to prioritize the download of sexy home photos and videos so they can monetize them online with paid advertising without the user's consent. The mood at I-5's corporate headquarters today was said to be pretty much the same as always. A bunch of nerds in shorts and flip-flops riding unicycles around and playing ping pong.
This was Weasel News.
Hard-hitting journalism, conjecture, and tons of filler. 24/7. WCTR.
This is Chakra Attack. We attack you and we are ready to attack all the negative things in your life like a car battery, leave you with only the positive. We remove the negative so you are fully charged and ready to drive down the great freeway of life. Bop, 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 bop. I'm coming through. I have some spiritual ass jumper cables and you are about to get some mind-boggling currents through your body. Man, I just love that metaphor. We are here to deal with your Los Santos County integrated health needs, and I'm your host, Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris. Here with my producer, Nurse Cheryl Fawkes.
Hi, everybody.
Let's jibber and more jabber as your lips vibrate together. Damn, you feel that vibration? That's the cleansing vibration gene that shakes us all free like a wet dog. I woke up the other morning, all over the inside of my shorts. Be cleansed, Cheryl. May your barren womb be artificially inseminated with acorns and moss and all the good organic things that nature provides us to the squirrels to hide in there for the winter.
There are no squirrels in my vagina.
There are. Yes, they are. They sure they are. I ate acorns and moss and ferns until I was 10 years old. Foraging! When my dad abandoned me, I knew it was time to cleanse. I mixed hot sauce and lemon juice until I lost weight like a refugee. That's a cleanse. That's a cleanse. It cleans your bowels and your soul. Your soul come out your bowels, which in turn come out your ass, Cheryl.
Oh, stop making things up. I'm not barren. Who even uses the term barren? What are you, King James Bible?
I am Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris, Bible of Duality. That's where I am, girl. Radio refugees, speak to me about your issues on the mind, body, and spirit, and your 401k plan. Who's next? I said, who's next? Wake up, girl. Come on now. Are you with me or not? You're not with me right now. Your mind is someplace else. Your mind is in the gutter.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to offend your duality, Dr. Ray. Line 5.
Now, girl, you slowed up now. Slow up a second, right? What'd you say to me? What'd you say to me?
I said line 5.
Was you disrespecting my duality? Was you? Because listen, I'm a spiritual being. If you want to push me, if anybody wants to push me, you'll find out there's a whole lot more to Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris than a doctorate from a respected university and a string of successful books and a top-rated health show. If you want to go there, woman, you want a piece of me? If you want to party, huh? Because I know things. I know them. Dumb things. I know dumb things and dumb things know me, and therefore dumb things don't know that I know those things. So I know dumb things because dumb things is right in front of my face. I'll tell the audience.
Calm down, Ray. You're getting all angry again. I wasn't disrespecting your duality. It's the smoothie you made me. I'm kind of bugging out.
That's because it's Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris Bug Out Smoothie with Spirulina, which is nature's PCP. I'm sorry, Cheryl. You know I love you. But sometimes you need to be yelled at. Cheryl, right now. Now look, I'm gonna catch it in my hand, and I'm gonna throw this in your mouth. Open your mouth.
Okay.
Open your mouth now.
Oh.
No. You open your mouth. I'm gonna throw you my and my gonna go in your mouth. Open your mouth wide.
Okay. All right.
You catch it. You gotta catch it. You ain't catching
Okay.
Catch it now. You caught it. That's what I want you to do. I still love you.
Can I let it go?
Yeah. Okay. I got you. Right? I love you. I still love you, friend. Even though you are a terrible, gothy hippie. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. She's so much. She's really opened up. That's what happens. Sometimes somebody gotta and catch it and throw it in someone else's mouth so they can Sometimes I cry all weekend. I love it. I just have so much to cry about. There, Cheryl. Be strong, girl. See, I need your strength right now. I don't need you on the air boo-hooing to all those listeners out there. You know what happens? They hear that boo-hooing, and you know what happens? It's contagious. It's a virus. Then everybody start boo-hooing and boo-hooing and boo-hooing, right? We are useless. Who we need?
We need the listeners.
No, the public. The damn public. This is public radio, right? If I set you up, you gotta hit the ball. If I underhand it to you, you gotta hit the ball, Cheryl. You didn't hit the ball. I'm gonna underhand it to you again now. Now who's out there, Cheryl?
The public.
The public out there.
We're not public radio. We don't do pledge drives. We play commercials, Ray. You're crazy.
Cheryl, don't ever correct me on the air. Don't you ever correct my knowledge of what public radio is. I'm on public radio every day, cleansing people, cleansing their soul, taking them on journeys. And I'm not going to let you tell me this flight is full. I'm not going to do it, Cheryl. I'm not going to let you offer me $300 to get on the next available flight. I'm not going to do it, Cheryl. You know why? Because I want to fly today. It ain't going to happen, Cheryl. Not in front of my public, and not in front of my listeners, and not in front of those people out there who I'm cleansing through their ass. It's not going to happen.
You are a bully, Ray.
Look, girl, just be strong, okay? I'm sorry I went there, but sometimes I gotta go there to get there. You understand what I'm saying? I gotta go out there. Here's how it works, Cheryl. Let me explain to you how it works in front of everybody, in front of all my listeners.
Okay.
I gotta go through these airwaves, out to the people, touch the people, through their ears, into their ears, into their brain, down their system, their nervous system, into their chest, to help their heart beat, down to their bowels, right? To stir things up in the bowels. You understand? That's a cleansing. That's a damn cleansing. They sit on that toilet bowl, side saddle, and put one elbow on that flusher. You understand? Because everything's coming out. You know what? I'm getting Lionel back. Lionel was a damn good producer. Who's on the line? Please tell me it's Lionel. Lionel, you calling for your job back? Lionel!
Ray, I love the vibe, but it's mostly bullshit.
What the hell? We are raising awareness around here. Awareness, you dumbass fool. That's all it takes, and pretty soon shit has changed. Because people don't even realize they're being aware because you're getting awareness, and you don't know you got awareness until you get the damn awareness. Don't you tell me what I'm doing here. And we have done it all by holding a protest sign and wearing tie-dyes and smoking Chiba.
That's not actually doing anything, is it?
What are you talking about? The first three letters in raising awareness are R-A-Y. Raising awareness. Bumper stickers create change. People see that shit and think while they're driving. The text on that bumper sticker is speaking to me right now. At a red light, driving 55 down to 35, right? I'm going to visualize world peace. I'm going to go home and I don't care if my woman leaves me. I don't give a damn right now.
So what? I'm aware of global warming and pollution, but I don't give a crap. The news has made me an uncaring moron.
I'll tell you what I'm tired of. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm tired of all the so-called vegetarians and vegans in this state. I only eat raw meat. If you come back to my show and call me a fraud, I'll eat you raw. You understand? I'll cut you open. I'll gut you open. I'll eat your thigh. I'll eat your calf. I'll eat your stomach muscles, them baby back ribs. I'll eat your neck bone. I only eat raw. You understand? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? You're going down. You're going down my goddamn throat. I'm going to swallow you like a goddamn cartoon character. You want to go there? You like that? You like that, Cheryl? Sure, you like that?
Ray, you're just so holistic.
Holistic up in this motherfucker. I don't cook shit. Cooking deprives you of all the nutrients that you need. I don't even cook my crystal. I ate my crystal the way the ancestors did, by pouring the chemicals straight down my damn throat and sitting in a steam room. And trust me, I get higher than any of you fools. You ain't never been high as me. Do you know our ancestors practiced the ancient type of yoga? You can see it in the cave paintings. See? Right there, Cheryl. Look right there. What do you think they're doing in that cave painting?
I don't even want to look at that's the ugliest painting I've ever seen. You obviously, it's like drawn with crayons. It looks like a zebra and a man are like humping each other. It's not yoga and it's not ancient.
It is.
You drew that.
Okay, I sure did. In an ancient style. I channeled my ancestors. You know what I did? In my head, it's a TV, an old school TV, the kind you turn with your hand, not the kind that needs remote control. In my head is an old TV, right, sitting on legs. This ain't no flat screen. This TV big as a damn refrigerator, and it has a knob on it, and it's channels. And my brain is turning them damn channels. I channeled my ancestors on that old ass TV. You understand? I channeled them. They doing stuff in the cave paintings because the person who was painting the cave painting was high. You understand? Yeah. He's high as a kite. And then he's high and he's painting in that damn cave. Who the hell sits in the damn cave and paint? That's an art right there. I talk about that in my book. About turning your man cave into a BC place. The whole paleo movement. Holistic paleo. Body and dwelling. Take a hit from nature, man. You can eat raw grass or hay like a farm animal, or you can be at the top of the food chain and chase down foods yourself as I do. You damn right I do, right? I chase the food down, I catch the damn food, right? I gut the damn food and I eat the damn food. I'm a human cheetah. I'll chase you down. You ain't gonna get away from me. You understand, Cheryl? You understand? Right? Right? So eating raw not only means chewing on a head of cabbage, but also chasing a gazelle like a lion and eating it raw. Or taking some fool who's been giving a woman an eye and drinking the blood right out of his neck. That connects you to nature. It's great squeezing the life out of an animal as you bite its throat, blood dripping down your face, and even better, doing it to some punk who thinks he knows more about meditation than you do. Because you don't know more than me. Trust me. You come walking in the door of your house and your woman sees you all covered in animal entrails or even swallowing the neighbor's liver, she's gonna think twice about hassling you. Twice!
What is that smell? It's horrible.
That's my new composting TV, Cheryl. As part of the Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris fully organic living system, I have turned my old tube TV into a compost bin. Why am I gonna watch some old damn football games when I can watch worms eat my feces from a month ago? The lowest creature in nature becomes your greatest ally in this fight against waste. You got to compost. There be annelids up in that shit. I compost condoms. I compost people. I compost every damn thing I can. And my flowers grow. My flowers grow from that compost. My garden is rich. My garden is rich. My heart is full. Cheryl, you okay? You look hungover. You all right?
I'm just mesmerized by these fish. What are they doing? They're swimming in the trash can.
That's my new koi pond. Recycle koi. You can learn a lot about relaxing and spirituality from the Japanese, Cheryl. They are some deep people. Not just hibachi, getting them grilled shrimp and that rice stirred with the vegetables and stuff, and the guy puts the onions on top of makes the onions into a volcano, doing tricks and stuff with the damn food right in front of you, like a damn food circus. You got to consume the culture, Cheryl. Consume it. Literally, spiritually, consume the culture, Cheryl. That's what makes us spiritual. By consuming bits of other people's culture and then holding it over the heads of others less spiritual than you. You understand?
I just don't see how watching goldfish in a trash can is spiritual. It's like we're just watching living things, just these creatures swimming around in circles until they die.
Don't you be back-talking my koi pond, woman. You got me all twisted up now. My mind is going other places right now. Hold on now. You get me upset now. Now I gotta... Oh, that's much better. Much better. Who's on the phone?
Line 6. I mean, this one is really pissed off, totally yelling.
Ray, it's rude and disgusting what you say about fat people. I'm a BBF.
BBF? What the hell's a BBF, Cheryl?
It's a big, beautiful female.
What did I say, woman?
About how we're calorie hoarders? About how there are starving people and we're the problem? You called us sweaty messes that take up too much room.
Sure, I said that?
Yes, you did. You called for mandatory gastro bans for all large Americans, like anyone who's a little bit bigger than you at all. And you had a mandatory vegan diet.
Our society focuses too much on being skinny. It's a conspiracy by the media. I'm happy with my size. Beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, and I think everybody should be accepted for who they are.
Absolute nonsense! Get off my damn show! You're screwing up my shocker! If there's one thing I cannot stand, it's people screaming about how happy they are. I ain't about being happy, people. That ain't the point of nothing. Happiness can suck my fatty. It's about duality. Happiness and sadness, life and death, kindness and unkindness. That's why I called you fat. Because I love you. You understand? I called you fat because I love you. And that's why I lost my chakra on Cheryl. Because she's my sister. That's why I fired Lionel, a perfectly good producer, because he was my brother, and that is why I am too. I'm awake, I'm asleep. I'm grown, I'm a child. I'm old man, and I'm afraid of death. I'm a sleeping baby. I hate it when people say they slept like a baby. Babies sleep like shit. Need a titty to get them through the night. Sir, I'm thinking about yours right now.
I don't think you'd like mine. They're like really, really hairy.
You gotta pluck, girl. You got to pluck. Many a first date has been ruined when the first base is covered by foliage. Touch my special place right now.
Ray, we've talked about this. I'm not into you. I'm bi, but this is so inappropriate for the workplace.
What? My special place is inappropriate? My heart? I'll tell you what, touch my heart. Place your hand on my central solar plexus. Right? Let me breathe deep. Damn, girl, what does that sound? What are you chewing?
Nicotine gum. Well, actually, I can't afford nicotine gum, so I just emptied a bunch of butts out into regular gum and rolled it up, and that's what I'm chewing.
You an addict, girl. You is an addict. You gotta go cold tofu turkey. Next, caller!
Hi, Dr. Ray. Hi, Nurse Cheryl. I love this show. You've got me through some real spiritual crises in the past. I called in once before, and you told me to stop acting like a little kid and grow up.
And did you, friend?
I sure did. I left my mom's house that day and went out to act like an adult. I committed adultery, and I cheated on my tax returns, which are the fastest ways to feel grown up.
Oh, that is such a touching story. We really do make a difference.
That is true. There are many ways to get in tune with nature, and fraud and messing around in your old lady are but two of them. Like a horny chameleon of love. Damn you fine, girl. Don't you think we should really be spiritual together? Making a beast with two backs. Look, I drew a cave picture over here on the wall.
That's just two stick figures and a bunch of lines. Ray, if you're channeling your ancestors and that's really who's drawing this, they're terrible artists.
Those lines, you don't get it, girl. Those lines are zebra print sheets. Only made out of silk on a round bed. Because I only do it in the round. That's us becoming spiritually connected. Nakedness, souls seeping all over the place. Full, sweaty, chakra attack with Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris. I like to remind people of my seminars on the first weekend of every month. Tell them more about it, Cheryl.
Join Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris the first weekend of every month for a spiritual retreat at the Los Santos Civic Center. There's going to be free parking, a vegan buffet, and all-night oming.
That's right. 1 a.m., we 3 a.m., we 5 a.m., we and we still oming. When you spend 2 days locked in a 120-degree convention center with a bunch of other sweaty people, you're going to have to make a lot of progress. Look inside yourself. Step outside yourself, right? Then cut a hole in yourself. Then look inside yourself with yourself. Look inside of the person you stepped out of. Break down the rules of society and watch what happens. A bunch of sleep-deprived maniacs forming tribes, raiding other parties, taking hostages, fashioning weapons out of anything you can find. You'll carve a damn knife out of a piece of candy. Are you a fool? Are you a damn fool? go!
Let's take a call. Hi, Jake. You're on Chakra Attack.
I want to talk about people with birds. Why do people have parrots? Animals shouldn't talk, and ones that do should be shot.
Oh, I don't know. I love it when dolphins talk.
You stay away from them dolphins, girl. I warned you before. They have some very sophisticated Zen shit going on. Swimming in the ocean, performing tricks for rednecks, jumping through hoops, falling in love with lonely zookeepers. We can learn a lot from fish.
I think they're mammals.
Same thing. Don't you correct me on the air in front of my people.
Next caller, are you on the line?
Hi, I'm calling from the San Andreas State Penitentiary.
Dad? Is that you, Dad? Daddy!
Oh, my God.
Daddy!
Oh, my God. Every single time a guy calls an integrated health show from a correctional facility, you think it's your dad. He's not your long-lost father.
Actually, I am. Hello, son.
Oh, my God. I knew this day would come. See, Cheryl? With your hairy nipples and bad energy and undernourished chakra, I've been telling you for years one day I would be reunited with my father. Put on some heartwarming music right now. Put some heartwarming on that a father and a son can spiritually connect on. Daddy, I've been crocheting you an Afghan quilt and scrapbooking and keeping a photo album for us to share together of all our future memories. Oh my God, Dad, you don't understand. I am so happy right now. How'd you find me?
Well, I was walking by another inmate's cell and he was listening to this fruity idiot on the radio. And I went in and said, turn that tofu nonsense off now or I'm gonna shank you. And then you said your name was Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris and I said, it can't be. My name is Terrence D'Angelo Harris, and I left you and your mother many years ago. I couldn't believe it was my son on the radio.
This is so touching. We should send him all of your books and one of those stand-up cardboard cutouts of you oming.
Dad, we're gonna do some touching shit together. Heartfelt spiritual moments like on a greeting card commercial. Are you gonna take me fishing? I love fishing.
Ha! I just called to say you're an embarrassment, boy.
What?
As soon as everyone here in prison found out that I was your father, now the whole place makes fun of me. There's a reason I left you all these years ago. You're a wuss, boy. A bullying, nasty, creepy, liberal wuss. I'm glad I'm gonna die in here and won't have to endure ever meeting you in person. Goodbye.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my God. Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris is about to cry live on the air. Don't cry, don't cry. I'm falling apart, Cheryl. I'm falling apart. Life is a journey and the wheels have just flown off this spiritual hoopty. I am clairvoyant as hell. You know this, but I did not see that coming. There's a lot of things, Cheryl, I see coming, but that one I did not see coming. I don't know if any amount of meditating in flowing robes by a koi pond is going to save me now. Ah! Contain yourself, don't cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm falling apart, Cheryl, over here. I'm falling apart. That man took my heart, Cheryl. He took my heart, made it into a heart snowball, and threw it in my face.
This has been Chakra Attack with Dr. Ray D'Angelo Harris.
Cheryl, hold me.
Telling you what to think about everything. What to think about everything. For 35 years. This is WCTR.
Blaine County Radio. Home of shows like Beyond Insemination.
Your weekly journey into semen, sawdust, and savoring the good things in life.
Tractor Madness.
Hey, come on, let's get this shit going.
Heart-to-heart surgery. Rodeo and rehab. And rebroadcasts of some of our more colorful citizens.
I, Ronald Jakowski, saying screw your gates.
96.5 FM. Blaine County Radio. Coming up next, it's Blaine County Radio Community Hour and a rebroadcast of the podcast by Ronald Jakowski.
The missiles are airborne. America, you have 6 minutes before you are annihilated.
The dead have risen and are feasting on living humans. We're at the scene. The
Do you have ED? Why secret government experiments have already made you impotent.
Chilling words, of course, but something that you will probably hear soon, or would if it wasn't being kept secret from us by the lamestream media and all the other gatekeepers. Well, today on Blaine County Radio Community Hour, I, Ronald Jakowski, say screw your gates. I will show you how close we are to death by robo-apocalypse and how little freedom we really have. Open your ears, people! Thanks to the collapse in media advertising, local stations such as this have eliminated their staffs and allowed volunteer truth seekers like me to finally be heard. Shit, where's that sound effect button? I'm the one to tell you the truth. There will be no more lies. In today's show, we'll look at the drug trade, at private security, at breasts, at prepper roadkill recipes, and the Soviet-style purge of this state that is coming. At the alien Lord Zaffo and how his reign on Earth led to the development of human agriculture, and at food additives. Yellow f***ing number 5. Do I need to say more? Yellow f***ing number 5. President Joe H. Lawton probably snorts rows of the stuff with his father and grandfather. These are some serious Illuminatis, along with lots of other people. And who gives a rat's ass about the space station? What are they doing up there? Growing genetically modified wheatgrass in space and having taxpayer-funded zero-G swinger parties? All paid for by borrowing money from mega banks? The mega bank occupation is here. There's a bank and a drugstore on every corner, so you can get indebted for life by borrowing money. Walk next door and you buy drugs to numb your pain. That's the country we've let them create. Thank you very much. Let's hear some of the messages people have left on the Truth Seeker hotline. Remember, you can leave a message for the show anytime at 273-555-0155.
Hi, Ron. My name's Jerry. I'm nervous, too. I listen to your podcast show thing here on the radio. I'm tired of this healthcare bullshit, too. Some liberal doctor gonna tell me I have diabetes? I call bullshit. Goddamn liar. I eat what I want, motherfucker. Just like my great-grandpappy. He was in the Donner Party. Now, that's some American ingenuity right there.
Exactly, Jerry. These Beltway circle jerks aren't going to get away with what they're doing. Like you, I'm really worried about civilization. If people are actually going to take health advice from the government, then they deserve what they get. Next message.
Hey, thanks for all that you do for the war on our minds, Ron. I love your show. We gotta fight this conservative plot to return America to a pre-industrial state in which a few corporations own everything. Seriously, I mean, thanks to Big Pharma, all my children are crippled from vaccines.
They're crippled because you drink and drive.
Woman, I'm calling into a radio show. Shut your trap. It's the vaccines. I know it. We all know it's common knowledge. Polio's like a snake bite. Once you catch it, you just suck out the poison. People in wheelchairs are quitters. Anyway, Ron, let me know how to carry on the fight.
Well, vaccines might have blinded your children, but it turns out Mother was right after all. Masturbating will make you go blind, at least to your own self-loathing for 60 seconds. And if you take enough of those Molus pills, you can go blind forever. Speaking of blindness, here's another sensory overload. Smell. I just read this online. Did you know you can defecate in a jar, ferment it for 2 weeks in the sun, and then get high off the vapors? The circle of life goes in your mouth, out your ass, and back in again. Especially if you're smoking toilet cleaner. This is the unfortunate story of America today. A peace-loving, respectable place where your friends steal your wife and then you lose everything trying to be a nice guy. And then you wind up in a trailer in the desert all alone. And your drug-dealing neighbor takes you under his wing and life goes really wacko. But there's also a dark side. Red f***ing alert! Listen, if you legally own, I don't know, say 400 or 500 guns, and you meet another law-abiding citizen in the desert, and you sell those guns, which are your property, to them for entirely legitimate reasons, as is your constitutional right, the government will send a drone to spy on you. It's unbelievable. Well, we all know if you corner a mammal, it will fight back. Except chinchillas or lemmings or a few others that just lay down like a pussy. But trust me, I'm not a pussy. I am working on drone jamming technology. You ain't spying on me. I mean, this is a dark place run by aliens looking to suck the blood out of your veins, enabled by do-gooders who are looking to steal the guns from your home. And trust me, it's all part of a Judeo-Christian Muslim plot to make their religion seem overly important so people don't ask the real questions about what it all means. I've said it before and I will say it again. Open your ears. And if you want an Open Your Ear t-shirt, then send me a text. Next message left on the line was from this guy.
Hey, I really like watching people die.
Thanks for calling. I tell you what. People say I'm nervous and paranoid. But I'm not. I'm not, dear listeners. Because I'm not nervous. I'm fearful. And I'm not paranoid because this stuff is true. There is a whole secret world that is kept hidden from us that makes everything make sense, and I understand it, more or less. And it's my mission to help you understand it too. You see, my buddy, my friend, my mentor in my new life, we'll just call him Philip. Philip Travers. Yes, his name's Philip. Well, my friend Philip, he's such a guy, man. I really want to get him on my next show, but man, he doesn't want to. He even left this message.
Ron, you there? You better not put me on your show, you fucking prick, or I'll drink the blood from your still pumping veins.
What a guy. Anyway, he thinks it's not true. Thinks I'm paranoid, but he's wrong. And that's the thing. Smart people, the most brilliant people, like Philip Trevor, whatever, they don't get it. They don't get it, and that's the point. Big science and big pharma, that's how the whole house of cards works. They've tricked the clever people into actually believing their nonsense. It's the genius of the thing. Get the clever people, and the stupid people will follow. Right? Wrong. I'm leading a stupid person fight back. One idiot at a time. Here's a message left for the show.
Hi, Ron. Your show is great. I listen when I'm out metal detecting. In case you don't know, metal detecting's hunting for metallic objects. You know, using a detector. I find all kinds of stuff, mostly made of metal. Once I found an expensive engagement ring, and I fantasized about the woman that wore it. Would it be like to be with her, caress her, stick a knife in her throat, you know, just like a real wife? You can find a lot of clues to conspiracies with a metal detector, like the one about bees being gay. Anyway, what do you think, Ron? Love the show. I'll hang up now.
Here's what I think. The bees have disappeared because they know that the shit is about to go down. You know how a horse gets nervous before you take a semen sample? So you have to talk real nice to it, rub its chin, and then grab his member and crank the life out of it. Now, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. That's the show Beyond Insemination, which is also on this channel. But what isn't on this channel until now, listeners, is the startling fact that in the ancient text of the Sumerians, they talk about the Anunnaki, lizard beings that descend from the sky. This is in Mesopotamia, which is modern-day Iraq. All those wars over there start to make sense now, huh? It's not about oil. It's about lizard people hiding among us. Here's what I know. You're a searcher. You seek truth. We won't be tricked. I'm leading a rebellion of the stupid people. A goddamn rebellion, man. A real one, because we're the last hope. For mankind, I mean. The smart people, the geniuses, they've already been taken. Zappo's got them. Big science has got them. Big pharma, big soy, big corn. These soy corn-holing assholes. Which takes us to our next listener who called in. Really interesting stuff.
Ron, I'm tired of soy. And I am definitely tired of soy sauce. I'm tired of soy latte drinking bitches. I went to a restaurant and some geisha has the audacity to hand me a hot towel. She thinks I should take a bath in front of everyone in the restaurant. It ain't decent. It's a fucking insult. And then she tries to give me some shit called edamame. Those are damn soybeans. You ain't fooling me. 10 of them little fuckers and they want to charge you $5. What do you think, Ron? That soy bullshit gave me man boobs. I've got my hands on them right now. I'm hanging up now. I'm getting all excited again.
Interesting. Big soy, big corn, or big con. They pulled this lie with contrails. They did it with contrails. Contrails only work on people with an IQ over 150. Cons! Like we're all idiotic convicts staring at lines in the sky. If preaching this truth is wrong, I don't want to be right. What they do is make you believe contrails don't work. It's genius. Listen, burn your computer right now. By my math, we've got less than 3 months left. Seriously. Either that or 30,000 years. Depends on the math. I used to be an accountant. Before I understood everything, I was like you, a drone being harvested. Not the kind of drone that vaporizes people from space. And somebody explained to me why we have the largest military budget in the world, bigger than all the other nations combined, but it's just a bunch of assholes playing with remote-controlled planes. They can work from home, harvesting innocent people. Well, no one is going to harvest me. I'm beyond harvesting. I don't eat any corn products at all. Not even sweet corn. But when they come, when they land in full, and come they will, because some of them are already here, man. They're already here. That terrifies me, and it should terrify the hell out of you. Hold on. Back to the Truth Seeker line.
Yeah, I did like you said on the last show. I've been doing them prepper Kegel exercises so I can store rations in my ass once the abduction comes, because we all know that in the prisons of Lord Zappo, only the truly prepared will survive. At this particular juncture, in my ass, I got a pound of rice, 2 energy bars, a commemorative plate, a tiny saw, a deck of cards, an itty-bitty radio, some loose change, a prophylactic, a masonry bit, a first aid kit, a nudie magazine, a carton of cigarettes, some chewing tobacco, a copy of my medical records, and a mammogram pillow. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to sleep on the cold, hard cell floor.
That's great work. Listeners, let me make one thing clear. I'm not paranoid. I'm not even delusional. This is Blaine County Community Radio, brought to you in association with Pill Farm, Buddy's Trucking, Larry's RV Sales of Blaine County, and U-Tool. Because blue-collar guys aren't geniuses, and neither are you. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Question: big corporations, harmless, greedy capitalists, or secret, sharing, obsessed communists? I'll let you be the judge. Listen to this thing I read last week. Shit. I wrote it down here somewhere. I read it online. Serious dark internet web shit. Big brains. Solar ecology, lunar infrared capitalism stuff. Oh yeah. And when I was growing up, we had 9 planets. Now it's 8. Where did the other one go? I mean, that is some shit when you can be the government and make a planet disappear. Where did they put it? And who's living there? Here's another fan of the show.
Ron, I think you're right. We're out of tune with the Earth. I've been on a mission to be like the ancient civilizations of South America. When you make a habit of having elaborate sexual rituals with virgins that die at the end, you get a whole new outlook on life. I'm a changed man. I've never felt better. I really like virgins.
Exactly. South America. When I was growing up, people in the South of America spoke English. But that goes to show you, it's about the dark antimatter of money and how the banks and politicians have been corrupted by the Illuminati in a totally different way to the way you imagine. Red alert, people! Banks aren't just about lending you money so you are a slave to the system. They actually enslave you by capturing your DNA at the very moment you open your account and then use that DNA to build a replicant of you that lives in the same house as the one you live in, only in cyberspace. And you have to keep leveling up and buying shit for your character. And that's the truth everyone ignores. There's a virtual me right now, somewhere. And I intend on finding him and killing him.
Ron, I've been wanting to call your show for a while and leave a message. What you said about doppelgangers is true. I have a doppelganger, and we have sex, and it's not remotely creepy or gay at all.
I wish you would have left her callback number, because I would have warned her. Listen to me, all you twins out there, it's an abomination. You have to kill your twin in their sleep, tonight, right now, immediately. And for that matter, kill the alien mother that spawned you. She's got a cloning factory in that DNA disaster of a womb. Back to banks and the alternative reality. They not only want you to default, but also sometimes they switch people for their own avatars. So the question becomes, of course, am I me or my own digital reflection? Sometimes when I drink, things get all pixely. It's pretty out there stuff, I know, but stick that in your garden, wind spinner, and blow it out your ass. Ha! In Brussels, they have a little boy who pees into a fountain and people drink it. No wonder the euro is such a mess. F***ing pee drinkers. And to think the courts called me creepy? Let's get back to this plot by the banks to use your DNA to build, entirely with your legal permission in documents you signed, a digital slave avatar of you. And that slave version will one day replace you, only it won't have free will at all. You know how they do it? I've said it 1,000 times. Memory foam. Here's a caller that agrees with me.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, it said wait for the beep, but anyway, what you said about memory foam on your last show, that scares the shit out of me. I got one of those memory foam beds. I think it's listening. When I black out, I bang a fat girl. And then she's not there the next day. But I know because there's a big dent there the next morning. That bed remembers. It's downloading my memories and my life every night while I sleep. Ron, I'm scared.
Memory foam. No wonder you're getting such a comfortable night's sleep, America. Wake up! Open your ears! We are going to drag those demon mattresses out into the square of every city and burn them. And those memories and spirits will be set free, like that movie about the Ark of the Covenant. Right, let's play another message we got on the high security, untraceable truth seeker podcast caller messaging system just yesterday. Here, listen to this. It's genius. Real genius. Really makes things clear about the way the dental profession is designed to let people implant heavy metals directly into your brain. Not to make you crazy, but so certain high security government agencies can read your thoughts.
Hi, Ron. Big fan of the show. Real big fan. Look, I want to make things real clear about the way the dental profession is designed to let people implant heavy metals directly into your brain. Not to make you crazy, but so certain high-security government agencies can read your thoughts.
See? Here. Open your ears. Seriously. I heard there's a government facility somewhere in Blaine County that's developing a nerve toxin so powerful a single drop could turn the West Coast into a bunch of vapid asswipes who stare at the sun and have forgotten how to read. No, wait. That's my little joke. Stay on your toes, people, because someone is out to get you, and you're probably paying for the privilege. Remember, if you got something for me, Ron Jakowski, then call or email the show. Until next time, someone is reading your thoughts. So make sure they're scrambled.
Hi, I'm Buddy Delmont of Buddy's Trucking. We're a family-owned and operated truck driving outfit. Have you ever wanted to see the beauty of real America while popping Benzedrine and having sex with scary women in towns nobody's ever heard of? Well then, the trucking industry just might be for you. Finally, a job where you can smoke at work, poop in a coffee can and fling it out the window, and sleep at a rest stop surrounded by serial killers. Truck driving, it's the excitement of the open road, the joyful pleasures of the man alone in the middle of nowhere, slowly going mad at his own thoughts, surrounded by society's flotsam and jetsam. Contact Buddy's Trucking and live the rest of your life out on the road. 10-4, good buddy.
What will you do when you finally win the lottery?
I'm gonna help starving children in foreign countries. Just kidding. I'm gonna indulge in every whim and then learn to hate myself like a real rich person.
I'm gonna go on a sex tourism trip around the world. Nebraska, Thailand, I don't give a shit. I'll be tearing up ass globally.
Start dreaming. Play the San Andreas State Lottery and have all your fantasies come true.
Heritage, not hate.
Hey, come on.
Well, some hate.
There we go.
But only at liberals.
96.5 FM.
Blaine County Radio.
Beyond Insemination. The show hosted by two-time Southwestern tractor pulling finalist, amateur rodeo star, and animal husbandry innovator and expert, Dwayne Earl.
All right. We're back with another episode of Beyond Insemination. Welcome one, welcome all. You're listening to the show about BBQ, britches, mud bogging, and bitches. Your weekly journey into semen, sawdust, and savoring the good things in life. Life, death, and reproductive services down on the farm. Okay. Let's get some music playing here. Jesus, assault rock. I need some assault rock. Hell yes. You know, sometimes I just want a woman to hit me. Treat me like the man I am, a piece of angry garbage. And then when we're done fighting, I will hop on a motorcycle and I will pop a wheelie right there in the driveway. Just burn out, skid all over the goddamn place. Hell yes. And she'll stand there crying, and then she'll forgive me. We'll have another baby. And she'll make the breakfast. That's the stuff that makes us great. Grease, girls, and grits. All right, the phones are already lit up here. You people just can't wait to get stuck in. Let's go to line 4. Mr. Chuck, you're on the show. How can we go beyond insemination together?
Yeah, hey, Dwayne. I'm a big fan of the show, by the way, but first-time caller. I wanted to thank you for your bass fishing advice. You know, you're right. Dynamite is much easier than all that sitting around with a pole, going mad, staring at tiny ripples, wondering if everyone really hates you, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm calling about the kids these days and the way they dress. Oh, man. My boy, he wears a skirt. Got breast implants, wears a little lip gloss. What do you think, Dwayne? I don't think that's right.
Thanks, Chuck. I'm with you. I mean, platonically speaking, of course. I've about had it with gender fluidity. For reals. Seriously. For real, seriously. Men is men and girls is ladies. And there ain't no point in telling me different. I mean, it's getting to where boys have bigger titties than a woman. I know I do. It's got to stop. I'll tell you what really sets me off. Let me tell you. Me and the boys will be having a great afternoon, couple of cases of lager light, some steaks on the grill, and jumping on four-wheelers and shooting assault rifles and playing on the trampolines and wrestling in a muddy hole with our tops off. You know, typical good time shit. And out of the corner of my periphery, I see these fruity fellas riding bicycles. City boys coming out to the country with their brightly colored jerseys and fruity hats and tight shorts. I don't want to see your Johnson. We ain't friends. And they ride bicycles with tap shoes on. Fucking tap shoes. Just in case they need to jump off and sing a show tune. What in the hell is that all about? Well, I ain't whistling Dixie. I can tell you that because nobody likes a whistler. Creepy bastards. Whistlers. Next caller. Inseminate me. No, that's wrong. Speaketh to me.
Hey there, Dwayne. My name's Mike, a big fan. Big fan.
I do not care about no names, boy. You state your business and I will do the pontificating, sir.
Good. Anyway, my kid is real good at sports, football and that. I think he's going to get a scholarship. He hits real good, like one of them crackheads you read about them picking up north. But my wife won't let him play because his grades are low on account of him getting his girlfriend pregnant. Not my wife. My wife can't get pregnant no more. Uterus is ravaged like the projects. Anyway, I need that boy to make a lot of money by going pro so that I can get a new bass boat. What am I going to do, Dwayne? I can't stop crying.
Brother, I share your pain. Let it go. Let those tears go. Let it all flow out your eyeballs, down to your cheeks. I love you, my brother. I love you. You're better than this. You are better than this, sir. Reach deep inside of yourself and just pinch it off. Don't you die on me. Don't you die on me. And that's enough. My friend, your woman has already gone feral. I was a 5th grade soccer coach once. Do not ask. It was a bad time of my life. I know. And you're right. It's not even a real goddamn sport. No one ever got that brain damage, but I did my best. Yes, I did. It was hard, but we made some progress. Taught those kids to be number one, what it takes to get to the top, what steroids to take. Gave them the same as I give my beef herd. Had to gamble on sports, how to snap another kid's Achilles tendon behind the referee's back so he never walks right again. Stuff winners got to do to get the job done. How to cover up the smell of marijuana by blowing through a toilet paper roll with dry sheets stuffed inside. How to leave a woman. I taught each of those boys the facts of life and how it is never about the woman's pleasure. Never. Absolutely never about that woman's pleasure. Parents won't tell you the truth, but a man with a beer in his hand will. And the fact is, you do whatever it takes to win. If that wife of yours don't want to understand, don't want to let the boy play some goddamn football, then she's got to go, Mike. Mike, are you with me? You there, son?
I'm here, Dwayne.
Hear the words that I'm saying. She's got to go, Mike.
I know, Dwayne. I'll speak to a lawyer.
Lawyer? Fancy talk. I recommend drowning, Mike. Real men don't use lawyers. Show your boy what it means to be a man. Press her under the surface of the fluids. Mike, please.
Okay. Love the show, thanks.
Thank you, son. Now we call this show Beyond Insemination because it's about what men like to do besides working on the farm. It's about what we were meant to do. Man against nature. I am highly skilled at the art of noodling in a beaver dam. I do not like the animals that consider themselves engineers. I like plant-eating herbivores you can fatten up, give a loving name to, then callously kill and cook like a civilized man. Back to beavers. I once stuck my arm in a dam, and 4 or 5 of them, an entire family, in fact, of beavers, bit into my arm. Got every last one of them on the grill that night and a couple of new hats. For the record, I also do not like fire ants, as it is unreasonable to have a social structure of a bunch of neutered men acting as slaves for a woman. Outside of a modern city, of course, where it appears to be mandatory. They call them places offices. I will not sit in a cubicle like a veal calf while a woman shouts at me about making personal calls until I die. Caller, you are on the show. To whom am I speaking?
Hey there, Dwayne. The name's Charlie. I hope all's going well with your divorce.
No, amigo. It is in fact crappy as crappy could be. As I said, avoid lawyers at all costs. Now continue.
Well, yeah, my best friend died in a combine accident, and he left me a few head of cattle, but I ain't no farmer, so question is, how do I know if a female cow is in heat? They don't talk or nothing, they just move.
Oh, Charlie, that's simple. You have come to the right place, as I am an expert on estrus. What you gotta do is look for behavioral signs such as incessant mooing, but most of all, she will exhibit more vigorous interaction with other females, putting her chin on the rump of another cow and...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, keep going. Tell me about that dirty heifer.
God damn it. You are sitting there with a hot laptop on your sweaty thighs doing an image search for heifers, aren't you? Jesus. I'm tired of you sickos calling up and ruining my otherwise flawless broadcasting flow. This is a civilized show for civilized people, discussing a variety of topics relating and beyond insemination. Why, oh why does this subject matter attract such a variety of perverts, creeps, and weirdos? It is quite beyond me. Now don't get me wrong, I like a good time. I've been known to participate in a pheromone party where you do not shave or bathe for 1 week and then partake in moonshine and speed with a group of other like-minded individuals in a hot tub. It is hell on the other side of that party, but it is worth the ride. But that does not mean I find calling up a radio program about royal affairs and pleasuring myself while perusing the heifer section of the information superhighway an acceptable form of behavior. Is that clear? Charlie, you pervert, is that clear?
Yes.
Are we straight, son?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now you take care, you hear?
Thank you, sir.
I am lost for words. Next caller.
Hi there, Dwayne. My name is Susan. I'm calling from Sandy Shores. I really like what you said about how animals have babies and then they abandon them and then they go find another mate. Oh, that just touched me. That made me cry. It reminded me when I left little Mary Sue outside the Up and Atom restaurant. I was tired of all her crying and carrying on anyway, because I just hooked up with a guy I just met named Francis.
Oh, well, good on you, Susan. Though I am not a fan of names that can apply to a man or a woman, unisexury has neutered our society. No man should be named Francis or Alex or Jamie or, God forbid, Casey. But anyway, I'm so glad we inspired you. That's evolved thinking right there. See, we do believe in evolution in the right situation. For the record, not me, nor no one in my family was ever no monkey. Nor have they been with a monkey, not ever, not even at the zoo, nor pretty much any animal, aside from the usual ones we all practice on. There, that's cleared up. Science and truth can exist together, you see. We can learn a lot from nature. You know how a mama puppy cleans up after a litter by eating their waste? Well, my mama ate all her boys' poop till we were 5. It was unconventional, but it sure made us the people we are today. Social services said this had something to do with the lab her and my daddy had cooking up toilet cleaner, but I would disagree ferociously. I would even go as far as to challenge you to a knife fight. You want to come and talk some shit like that, we will tie our wrists together and solve this in the time-honored way. That's my mama you're speaking about. You take that back, you hear me? That's my mama. Get off my phone and get off my show. Disrespecting a man's mama like that. Now then, changing tack for one special moment. Well, we all know that part of being a man is heeding the call of nature, to kill it and serve it grilled to members of your family and or tribe. I've been hunting since I was a small boy, and I can in fact track more than 16 different species of ruminant animal. While our olfactory senses have been dulled as hell by so-called civilization, in nature, all they got is smell. I know how to simulate the odor of any species. I rub the pheromones all over my member. Trust me, when you have a young fawn experiencing his first adolescent flush, a sexual awakening, run out of the woods filled with a yearning it scarcely understands, well, it really is something special when you grab it by the neck and strangle the life out of it. As his terrified eyes look up at you, it suddenly realizes, hey, you ain't my mom, and you sure as shit ain't some young stag gonna gently educate in the ways of the birds and the bees. And in this way, you two really share a special moment as terror takes hold of its central nervous system, and you put the creature out of its misery. You ever have deer sushi? A little rice and wasabi and some fine loin meat, all served up on my stepdaughter just like they do in Asia. I am particularly interested in visiting Asia. I've always been kind to the Asiatic cultures. I've always enjoyed them, from kung fu to martial arts and fucking throwing stars. I would really love to see Thailand, though. Somebody say ping pong? Just saying, not judging. Ain't my way. Johnny, you are on the show. How can we inseminate you?
Hey there, Dwayne. Big fan. Love the show. I love how it's educational and funny. I tell you what, if you'd been one of my teachers, I'd have spent longer in school. I'd have learned something useful. As it is, I'm a trucker on the weekends.
Oh, really? What you hauling, Johnny?
Hell, pollution. From a big leak they hushed up. Pays triple and I need the money. Anyway, my boy's serving overseas.
Oh, Marines.
Nah.
Navy?
No, he's serving a sentence overseas in Burma. Those bastards put him away for being an entrepreneur. He's a patriot. He got in trouble here in Blaine County, and then, hell, he went and outsourced himself.
There we go. See, that is an enlightening and instructive tale of the dangers of excessive travel. Multiculturalism is heathenism. If God had wanted us to commingle, he would have invented a land of opportunity where we could migrate and create a glorious monoculture. But that ain't happening, because it ain't right. I will think of your boy when I am down on one knee tonight practicing karate. I practice it every night, in case I ever come across a rundown roadside bar in a corrupt small town that needs a Zen Buddhist for a bouncer, just like in the movies. Now let us talk about school. I learned everything I need to know about life and everything beyond insemination by working outside with my hands. Now I would not propose that you should therefore abscond from the American education system, but let's be honest, book learning ain't ever done no one any favors. You know, the other day when I was shearing sheep, I had a young ewe pinned to the ground, bawling in terror as I took the wool clean off it. And I began to wander and drift and daydream beyond the depilatory tasks relating to this quadrupedal ruminant. I began to think about children. And it's a scary world that we are bringing children into through the machinations of our loins. We have pledged to protect them. But at times, a demonstration of force is undoubtedly necessary, as is often the case with your mate. My daddy once got so mad at me for back-talking that he pushed my head down on a table saw, scared the crap out of me. Once the scars healed, I thanked him afterwards because it made me into the man I am today. A man with 5 four-wheelers, 3 personal watercrafts, including a bass boat, a fine collection of weaponry, a fish tank big as a car in my bedroom, nothing but black sheets on my bed, and a pull chain next to my mattress that summons a manservant to bring me another lager light. That's what success and a good work ethic can get you. And of course, a top-ranking nationally syndicated multi-award winning radio show. Speaking of which, this has been Beyond Insemination. We didn't get to this week's romantic interlude with Big Dwayne, but trust me, we will. Be good, cook until it hurts, and fight artificial insemination as it is unnatural and blasphemy. Until next time, I'm Dwayne Earl, and you are not.
This has been Beyond Insemination. You have been inseminated.
Meth brought you forbidden fruits of incest. Bath salts brought you the taboo joys of cannibalism. It's time to step things up a level. The hot new legal high that takes you to places you never imagined and leaves you forever changed. Toilet cleaner. It's time to smoke a real bowl. Available at your local head shop, or in case of overzealous local laws, buy it online.
They say never mix politics and religion, bleach and ammonia, or firearms, grain, alcohol, and family.
Are you about to get some ass whooping?
But we do it all right here. Blaine County Radio. Next on Blaine County Radio. The queen of casseroles, extreme couponing, and dishing out the political dirt. It's Bless Your Heart with Bobby June.
Look at you, just so wonderful. Thank you, and bless your heart.
Bless your heart. I love you, Bobby June.
I love you too. I do. Oh my, today we have a doozy of a show, a real doozy. Cooking, politics, homemaking, money-saving tips, sexual orientation correction, quilting. Honey, we have it all. We really, really do. Bless your heart, bless my heart, and bless us all. Now, firstly, we have a very special guest. First on Bless Your Heart. You know him from some of your favorite stunts and some classic movies, including Nighthawk 5, The Mainframe, and 18-Wheeler Death Race. Honey, he has fought terrorism, he's jumped off buildings, and now he's doing something real crazy. He's running for governor, y'all. Jock Cranley. Now that's coming up right in a bit. And then, straight from my mama's kitchen, a recipe for Lucky Dip ketchup and meatloaf with a ranch dressing dip. Featuring that thing that liberals have tried to colonize, but us moms know more about than they ever will. That's recycling, honey, as we get real creative with roadkill. Plus, we'll get into our extreme couponing section and show you how you can leave the store with 8 baskets of stuff you want and need, and that you'll only pay $5 for. It's gonna be amazing. It's like organized hoarding. You're welcome. All right, come on into the kitchen, y'all. Let's chat a bit. Come on. Now, Ricky, honey, tell the studio audience what they will be receiving for being part of today's show.
Every member of our audience today will be receiving the Bobby June Grease Lightning 3-minute rendering machine and deep fryer. Render an entire animal in a flash and turn that fatty tissue into purified cooking fats like lard or tallow.
That's right. That's where I got this suet. And that, y'all, is the fat from around the internal organs of a cow. Now, it's very nutritional. It really is a treat. And ancient peoples prized it for its enhancing fertility. And my husband, Lord rest his soul, he swore by it. Of course, we had 5 babies because of it. I'm getting a hot flash just thinking about the passion that man exhibited after dining at either home or a fantastic all-you-can-eat buffet. I know y'all are going to enjoy that machine. You will now to you folks at home. It's available in all mega stores and, of course, at my official home shopping show. You can make your family some tasty treats and spice up your whole sex life at the same time. I said that, y'all. I'm getting spicy at Bobby June. I am. Bless your hearts. Now, here's something I made. You want one, Ricky?
How could I resist Bobby June's legendary deep-fried margarine sticks, available in the frozen food section of your local warehouse club?
Dip them in ranch, or if you prefer something lighter, blue cheese. A great 4 o'clock snack when you're feeling the blahs or the blues or the blah blobs. Either way, it's going to get you going, Angel. Going to curb your cravings so you can get ready to make that dinner in a jiffy. You're welcome, bless your hearts. Now, here in the Bobby June Test Kitchen, we fry all kinds of things. Candy bars, butter sticks, cigarettes, onions, hairspray, pets. Honey, I deep fry my big toe. It tastes so good, I would. Now, we have had some mishaps, but it's all in the name of science. Ain't that right, girls? Think of the first person that deep fried a can of soda. I mean, they should win an award, honey. A true pioneer. Deep fried sprunk is so tasty on a hot day. And in this day and age, inventing such a fine culinary delight, you get strung up by the nutri-Nazis out there. Listen, I will not be lectured by you so-called experts. What do they know anyway? Speaking of experts, or ex-idiots as I call them, did y'all hear this? In Liberty City, they apparently want to tell you how big your soda can be. I know. I mean, how am I going to wash down an up-and-atom meal with a 12-ounce portion of soda? Honestly, that's impossible. But I will enjoy a 128-ounce Bobby June soda in a commemorative jug with each and every meal of the day.
Pick up your Bobby June 128-ounce commemorative soda jug at Up and Atom while supplies last.
I mean, let's be honest for a moment. Soda ain't the problem. Food ain't the problem. Genetically modified corn ain't the problem. Smoking ain't the problem. You tell me I can't smoke at a funeral? That's stressful. Stress is the killer, y'all. Don't make no mistake about it. Bless your hearts, all y'all's hearts. I am just so relaxed. Look at me.
You do look fantastic, Bobby June. You been on vacation? Maybe a cruise?
Oh, hush up, girl. You know it's my new line of Bobby June Vice City-inspired tanning sprays.
Oh, yes. It looks fantastic and naturally orange. Bobby June Vice City-inspired tanning sprays are available wherever tanning sprays are sold while supplies last.
Okay, no more of this. Let's get on with the show and on with the cooking. Okay, today we're going to make ribs. Pickled braised gopher ribs with ranch dressing and a blue cheese dip combo. Slow cooked, y'all, till the meat is just falling off the bone. Now, I love me gopher ribs because they're tiny and you aren't going to gain so much weight when you eat them. It is so good. One woman accused me of sorcery. Can you believe that? What an accusation. I mean, really? Me? Now, did y'all know that in some parts of the country, you can, in self-defense, shoot anyone you believe is using sorcery on you? Yeah, you gotta stand your ground, honey. Ain't no witch or warlock gonna tell me what to do. Now, speaking of standing your ground, here's a man that doesn't back down from a fight. He's moved from show business to the government like many great men before him. And he's rising up the ranks of politics in San Andreas by giving us policies we can all understand. Now, if we have anything to do with it, he's going to be our next governor. Please welcome the one, the only, Jock Cranley.
Hello. Bless your heart, Bobby June. You know something? Hey, folks, thanks.
Jock, get yourself in here in my kitchen. Bless your heart, Jock.
Wow, thanks. I love you too. Let me just tell you something real important, all of yous. Bobby June, I'm a big fan of your immunization fight. A big fan. Because I think we're all sick of government telling us how to live, where we can drive, what we can put into our bodies.
Ain't that the God's honest truth? Bless your heart. Finally, someone telling it like it is. It ain't government's place to tell us stuff, aside from the things that matter, like what marriage is, as if we didn't already know, and which human rights violating foreign dictators to turn a blind eye to in exchange for cheap oil.
Listen here. If there's one thing that matters to sensible Americans more than anything, it's gas prices. Even folks that can't afford a car and enjoy huffing the stuff tell me how important it is. I've been on a listening tour of the state.
I saw your bus. It looks real fun out there. Who were all them girls suntanning on the top? Those your nieces?
Yes. I'm about family, Bobby June. I've had 3 of them. Listen, I ain't a big believer in mumbo-jumbo or economics or any of that crap, pardon my French, but gas prices are the very basis of our economy here in San Andreas, which is why under my governing gubernatorialness, why under me, we will ensure gas remains entirely untaxed. After all, I was always taught what is good for the goose is good for the gander.
Oh, that is so true. I mean, when I think of liberals, Jock, I remember what my mama said. Hey, even a stop clock is right twice a day.
You said it, Bobby June. We're turning the clock. Under me, I'm about jobs and I'm about families. I've had 3 families and I've learned from my mistakes. I think people know that about me. I've made some bad decisions, and now I'm ready to do good.
That's just so powerful. One of the things about me is I'm not a judgmental person. I don't judge people. Well, not white people. But you've got to learn from your mistake.
Look, nobody's made more mistakes than me, Bobby, which is why I'm uniquely qualified to run the world's 6th largest economy. Hey, I know how to jump out of a burning building, and I give back to the community. As soon as I heard about so many people losing their homes in that storm in Liberty City, I flew out there for a special screening of my latest movie. It was to bring smiles and hope during the bleakest of times. Thanks to all that showed up, by the way. And with our cut of food and beverage concessions, it was a great positive event.
Bless your heart. So are you going to help me cook this here supper or what, Jock?
It would be my pleasure.
So let's get in here and let me grab some pots and pans and the fats and the salt and some butter. We're going to need a little brown sugar, some margarine, baked beans, pork rinds, marshmallows, barbecue sauce, of course. White sugar, white lightning, and the bacon. Hey, bacon's God's way of saying he loves us. Ain't that right? Listen, Jock, before we get started, now you mentioned it earlier, I'm really fired up about vaccines and immunization in this country. And I mean, these shots will give you a disease and wait for your body to just fight it out. It's horrible. Listen, we never got my stepson Randy shots, and he was just happy as a peach, living his life to the fullest right up to the end when he died naturally of polio at the age of 7. I swear he didn't regret it for a minute. He told me so on his deathbed. Mama, name a casserole after me. And I said, why, hell, of course, Randy, you sweet little angel. Bless your heart. And I did. I called it Cripple's Crock Pot.
Available in the frozen food section of your local supermarket while supplies last.
That sounds delicious.
Oh, honey, it is. It's one of my favorite recipes. Now, then we took little Randy's body outside and, all his little stuffed animals and everything that was about him and made a bonfire and roasted a pig and had a potluck supper with all our neighbors. Now, that's how you work through grief. By surrounding yourself with friends and family and plowing through it with peach schnapps and cocktail wieners, tater tot pie and soda pudding. Oh, comfort foods are for when you need comforting. That's why they call them comfort foods. If I'm mourning a polio-ridden stepchild, I ain't gonna cry into a salad, am I? No, I'm gonna rejoice the early passing of my dearest by making a big old batch of beef enchiladas that will shut down the blood to your brain and let you live in the moment like you just had a stroke.
You are so right, Bobby. And I have to say, these here whores, dervs, or oopers, dervers, or advertisers are delightful.
Thank you, honey. I like to call them whores' ovaries. Taste great at first, but then you realize everyone else has stuck their fingers in the pudding. Also, I can't say anything in French. The only good thing that ever came out of France was the pizza.
Ain't that the truth? Take back the Statue of Happiness. It's ugly. Got a face like a sour fish.
She's just in a bad mood, isn't she? Speaking of French people, Jock, I want to talk to you about what you will do about promiscuity in this country. On this show, we preach abstinence. If you don't want a bun in the oven, honey, stick it in the smoker.
I'm a big fan of sticking it in the smoker. Barbecue, tailgate parties, hell, I'd smoke anything. I teach my kids abstinence as well. My 16-year-old daughter will have her friends over to the pool, and I'll swim with them and play keep-away, splashing around, having fun, and I use that time to witness to them. I say, girls, this is a fantastic time in your life. You're all so beautiful and burgeoning into womanhood, and a couple of you have developed fine breasts, as I see, and several about to fall out of your swimming costume. But don't do anything stupid that could ruin your life. Boys, they are trouble. Save yourself for your husband. Bobby June, the important thing is that people learn about the decisions they are making in their own lives. And one decision we all got to make is to stop letting immigrants ruin our economy. I mean, it just ain't right. You cannot get a job right now because foreigners have them. Well, America did not become the greatest country ever by letting foreigners in, and that's a fact. Listen, Bobby June. Listen, all of you. I am not a racist. I said some things, yeah, I did. That was a very long time ago. But there is a difference. If we want this country to be great again, we've got to start fighting wars we can win and stop fighting against crazy folk who ain't going to give up, which is why I want us to think about invading Europe again. Seriously.
How do you mean?
Now, I ain't never been one for book learning, but I'm a big fan of history documentaries. And historical television shows us that America is at its finest when we invade Europe.
You know something? You're right.
Exactly. I mean, we've spent 50 years invading Asia and the Middle East, and it ain't right. Them folks don't want us. They're too different. They eat food that's a bunch of damn paste. So what I'm going to propose as governor of this state is that we plan a massive invasion force and go ahead and invade France. Because if there's one country we can beat in a goddamn arm wrestle, it's them limp-wristed, patronizing cheese monkeys. And I promise you this, I promise you, if Great Britain wants to stand in our way, I'll tell you what, we'll invade them too. Make them start speaking English and everything. USA! Now, I've seen a lot of movies, and how often is the world threatened by a creepy British guy? It's never an American, not never. So I'm saying, if we're serious about fighting terror, and I know we are, we go straight to the source and invade Great Britain. Finish off what old George started back in 1770, whenever it was. USA! 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 And that's how we're gonna win this war, Bobby June. That's how we can avenge them American lives, by killing every goddamn one of them bastards, pardon my French, because that's what love is all about.
Honey, they love you, Jock. Bless your heart. Hell, I'll vote for you. You got my vote.
Bobby June, let's talk about this election. It's really up to everybody to get out there and make a difference. You got to do everything in your power to make sure we win. This is not a socialist country. It's not. This is America. We're nationalists, national socialists, if you will, because our society is our nation. But trust me, this is the most important moment in American history. If we get this wrong, well, we're shit out of luck. Pardon my French.
How so?
Who's that?
My producer, Ricky, speaking out of turn again. Don't worry, she's just got a tan.
Oh, okay. Had me worried for a moment there. I'll tell you what, because this is it. They are trying to steal our country away. Lawton and all his cronies, all of them cronies in the Capitol. I'm against cronyism, which is why I'm supported by only big American companies who care about things that matter and don't want business bogged down by regulations. Like pension obligations, gone. Environmental concerns, great if we can afford them, but we can't, gone. Affirmative action, what do you think? Hey, coffee over there, what do you think?
It's Ricky.
Whatever. What do you think about affirmative action? Hey, you ain't a Lebanon, is you? I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. Some of my best friends was Lebanons, but it's unnatural and a sin. So affirmative action is gone. Having to hire foreigners is gone. Making schools accept minorities is gone. Subsidizing education is gone. Heck, education will be gone. That's why you gotta vote. It's real change. Change we want. Change back. Because I'm all about families. And families need children at home.
Jock, I have to say, I loved your reality show where you were a police officer arresting people. That little boy sure was hollering when you hit him with that nightstick. You're real serious about crime. You beat the tar out of him.
These people ask for hope. I give them handcuffs. They need a father figure, and what better figure than someone beating and sodomizing them with a nightclub?
Well, watching you chase minorities with a police helicopter is a great night of family TV is what it is. You're speaking lots of sense, Chalk, but all this politics has got me hungry. I reckon we should make some dessert together. What you think?
Well, I just love that.
All righty. Let's see, what do we need? Sugar, frosting, a few egg yolks, ice cream, bit more ice cream, peanut butter, graham crackers, red hots, non-dairy topping, sprinkles, peach schnapps, bit of bacon, my favorite, because he loves us. Full fat milk, heavy cream, cookie dough, and flour. All right, we're going to throw them all together. Quick whisk.
I love this already. What are we making?
No, this is it, honey. It's done. After a hard day of couponing, we need simple recipes, and this one is real simple. Ain't that right, girls? I call it sweet and sticky stock car shrapnel surprise, because it's like a fiery accident of flavor in your mouth.
I love stock car racing. Finally, a sport that people like us can excel in and don't have some kid from the project showing off.
Try a spoonful, honey. It's delicious.
Oh, that could scare a gay man straight. It's fantastic.
I know, and it's healthy, too. Makes you smile. All right, Ricky, honey, come here. Have a taste. I know it's your favorite.
Oh, I can't, Bobby June. I'm watching my figure.
Excuse me. Listen, I got the so-called diabetes. Them doctors said my arteries was like cement. I've had 3 strokes, and I am fine because I don't worry. It's the worry that'll kill you. Come on, girl. Now, come. See? That ain't so bad, is it? Thanks for coming on the show, Jock, and we'll all vote for you in the election.
Bless your heart, Bobby June.
Bless your heart, Jock Cranley. Oh, you don't. Okay, our next guest is super exciting because she's a superstar. You've no doubt heard her songs. She's here to talk to us about adopting children from foreign countries and to sing her new song. Please welcome pop legend turned country western crooner, Samantha Muldoon. Girl, get in this kitchen right this minute.
Thank you. Oh, you are so great. Thank you. Oh, you look fantastic, Bobby June. You like my new accent?
Bless your heart, Samantha. I was wondering what that was. Well, my goodness, you look incredible in that dress. It's some kind of a designer dress.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Now, you've been on a mission, a crusade, really, to help children. It's incredible how many kids you've adopted from Africa. You are such a beautiful person.
Well, these children are born in places that are so poverty-stricken, it's sad. We bring them to America so they can have a chance at a better life.
Do any of them steal?
What do you mean?
You know, just wondering, that's all. You can take the gator out of the swamp, but don't be surprised if it bites you through the coffee table, if you know what I'm saying. Speaking of, I think we should cook some up. Oh, yes, some Bobby June's Deep Bayou breaded fried alligator tenderloin scallopini with lemon butter sauce and ranch dressing.
That's right, available in the frozen food aisle of your favorite grocery store.
Okay, let's get that gator out. Oh, you silly girl, it's dead. Old Pete killed it this morning, had it flown in special. Now, you've had a tough few months, didn't you? Overdosed or something?
Well, that was an accidental overdose. I accidentally drank an entire bottle of vodka and then ate a fistful of pills while sobbing. It was a total accident. It has nothing to do with my career meltdown or my recent breakup or how I've changed my accent. And the paparazzi just keep hounding me.
Oh, they are something, aren't they? Just wanting to ruin everyone's lives. They put a video of me online saying I was talking hateful. I was talking about gophers and rabbits and things that dig holes in my garden. I hate them varmints. I hate them. That liberal media had a field day. Well, I don't believe the liberal media. The ones that win awards for journalistic investigating. Trash, I call it. I never read the tablets. Now, Samantha, I must see you on every magazine cover in the checkout aisle. One the other day said you had had sex with an alien. Is that true, girl? Was you lonely?
No.
That's what I thought. I saw it and I said, that can't be true. We have to keep things pure. You know, don't go around mixing things that shouldn't be mixed. So tell me about your kids. How many you adopted?
13, and I love every one of them. They each have their own room and their own name. You know, Bobby June, children are tiny little liberals. You have to teach them to stop throwing tantrums and asking for handouts.
Ain't that the truth? Listen, with my kids, I had to teach each of them to beat up their friends and take what they need. Otherwise, they ain't gonna make it in this world. And that is being a parent. All right, let's put some oil in the pot here. How about it? We'll get 2 gallons of pig fat and a bit of beef dripping. I think about it all the time. You know how bad things are. I just want things to go back the way they were. Life was better when I was growing up. Sock hops, drive-ins, drink driving. You know, certain words were okay to say, none of this political correctness. I mean, that's a misnomer if I've ever heard one. Really. Now, you used to be a Vinewood liberal, didn't you?
Oh, yes, Bobby June, and I woke up and saw the error of my ways. It's sad that people are so shallow and petty now, won't even stick by their convictions. Sometimes when I get down, I think about how happy I am with Lawn Bank. I earn frequent flyer miles on every purchase.
Oh, I saw you bleed about that. Now, that's very exciting to see you talk about something you care about so much, like consumer banking.
Yes, and for the record, I would be talking about it even if they weren't paying me.
Let me just add a few sticks of butter here to the sauce, a drop of duck fat. Beautiful, that looks great. It's hard out there, I know. Having a radio show and writing books, blogs, appearing on billboards. I work 18 hours a day. I never took a handout. Fact is, we're fighting the good fight against evil, and liberals are traitors. The founding fathers set a course for this country, and that is to make sure that the rich don't have to pay taxes and women and minorities can't vote. Money and freedom will trickle down, and it's a proven fact that it's the best system of democracy. Journalists are terrorists. They're biased. I'm not biased. It's in my book. You can keep the services. I'll keep my money. Social Security? The fact is, poor people live too damn long, while the rich die young, having been worked to death paying for all these taxes. I've read the reports. They've tried to hide it.
I'm a strict constitutionalist myself. My grandma told me that when we were under the gold standard, you could buy a hamburger for a nickel. A nickel! Everything was clean. It just sounds better.
Well, I can tell you one thing from where I am right here in Bobby June's kitchen. This is how I see it. There's only one foreign policy that's 100% effective, and that's carpet bombing. Now, while this gator cooks, do you want to sing a song for us? I know you're known mostly for pop songs.
Yes, but I did some soul searching with my manager, accountant, and dialect coach, and they said that pop country would open a whole new world for me. So I've changed directions and politics a bit in order to explore this new demographic that doesn't save money and buys all kinds of superfluous stuff and doesn't have a clue what downloading is. This is a song from my new album. It's called I Like Things Just the Way They Are. Just the way they
beautiful. Wasn't that beautiful, Ricky?
Great.
Thank you, Bobby June. Thank you kindly.
Wasn't that great, girls? Wow, what an end to this show. Here, honey, have a bite of gator. That's ranch dip and that's blue cheese. I know they look similar. Hey, Ricky, get your fat ass out of here, honey. Where's the barbecue sauce? Samantha, I loved it. I just loved it. That's about all the time we've got for today, folks. I love all y'all. Bless your heart and bless your heart, Samantha.
Bless your heart back, Bobby June.
Oh, so fun.
Bless your heart.
Don't miss the next episode of Serious Cougar. Eunice goes on a bender with a pool boy and breaks her hip. If women in their 20s don't know their ass from their elbow, and women in their 50s know what they like, imagine being with an experienced, pleasure-loving octogenarian wrestling with dementia and horniness. The show that hits below the belt, just like her breasts. Serious Cougar, Wednesday nights at 9 on Weasel.
If you enjoy the country, breakfast buffets, and off-color jokes, you're in the right place. 96.5 FM. Blaine County Radio. Beyond Insemination. The show hosted by 3-time regional amateur speedophile personal watercraft racing champion and All San Andreas Barbecue Sauce Manufacturer of the Year, 1997, 2000, 2003. And ruminant fertility guru, Dwayne Earl.
Well, you stepped in it again. Another episode of Beyond Insemination, the show that breaks down complex life issues and turns them into easy-to-understand analogies of lust, murder, and parenthood in the animal kingdom. Okay. What track are we going to start the show off with today? How about this one? Makes you feel like you're in your own goddamn movie, huh? My movie would be called Dwayne Earl Part 2. Listeners, I want you to imagine this music playing, and I emerge from a yurt dressed as a Roman soldier, and I'm in a pit with a bear, and he's lunging at me with his razor-sharp claws that catch my cheek. Blood begins to run down my face, and I taste it, and my eyes narrow to focus slits, and the crowd of drunken onlookers are screaming for death, and I appease them by springing on that bear's back, slitting his throat, cutting out his heart while still pumping, and sink my teeth into it and hold it up in the air to the cries of the crowd, overtaken by such an emotional spectacle that they are reduced to tears. And 2 scantily clad women run to my side, each one on the ground clutching a leg, knowing that I am the man. Now that is a movie that would fill up the multiplexes. It also, my friends, is how I spent last night. For reals. Gladiator fight, straight whiskey and frisky chicks. That's how Dwayne Earl rolls. Let's get this going. Dennis, you are on the air. Welcome to Beyond Insemination.
Hey, Dwayne, big fan, man. Really big fan. I love your stuff. Man, I got a photo of you on my wall. Man, I'd let you go with my girl. She does backdoor everything, man. All for you, bro. Anyway, I am so excited right now. I love you, Dwayne. Man, I love you, man. It's like,
what are you doing?
Hey, Ma, I'm on the goddamn radio. Dwayne.
Ron show?
That show about animal sex. No, the other show about animal sex. Dwayne, so, shut up, Ma. Dwayne, I love you. So I was thinking about going to the Cunning Stunt Academy. Can you go there?
Well, brother, it is true that I was destined to be an alumni of that prestigious institution. Some will tell you that I flunked out of the Cunning Stunt Academy. That is only true in a manner of speaking. They burdened me with low grades because of the fantastic things I achieved. I was better than the teachers, and no one could stand the humiliation. None of them could hot dog on a speedophile personal watercraft on dry land, and nobody was prepared to jump out of a car at high speed onto concrete just to win a bet and shatter their pelvis in the process, as I did. I say, screw that place. I lost my big toe to that maneuver, but I would do it again. Dennis, you can do better than that place. Much better. I've said it before, and I will say it again. To make something proper of yourself, you don't need schooling. You need a pack of smokes and a wild animal to wrestle. Every man should exhibit his dominance over each member of the animal kingdom. When it is complete, I would invite you to my roadside theme park called Dwayne Earl's Ark. In it, we will have a pair of each and every animal species, and you can pay a fee and you can wrestle with them. From warm-blooded mammals to fierce-fighting reptiles, endotherms to ectotherms, we have the lot. Believe me, I have been humbled by many beasts in my time. But life is, after all, a journey. One of the central tenets of this show is education through nature. There are animals in nature, such as lizards, that specialize in a sit-and-wait hunting strategy, meaning they wait for the prey to come to them. Now, this is a technique that I utilize myself. Just last week, I was on the sofa in my front yard, and a person approached me for directions. Suffice it to say, I pounced like a hungry Komodo dragon, and when that gentleman came to in the trunk of his car, many miles away, he was missing the contents of his wallet, his wedding band, and also his MP3 player. Fortunately, predominantly filled with power ballads. Andrea, you're on the line. Welcome to the show. What's troubling you, hot stuff? Tell your Uncle Dwayne.
Hi, Dwayne. Love you. Love the show. Love meth. Anyway, I just don't know what the hell is wrong with my boyfriend. He just ain't into me like he used to be.
My dear Andrea, I believe the helium has gone to your mind bone. I do not host a relationship show. We're here to talk about animal husbandry and the pleasures available only to the man species. Relationships is not something I have any great insight into. When she calls it a relationship, it's time to skip town. Am I right, fellas?
Please, Dwayne. He's a big fan of yours. I'll put him on the line.
Hello? Who's this?
My name's Owen.
Owen, I am not here to become betwixt you and your lady troubles. I am here to talk about rodeo and gunsmith and then fertilizer the herd.
No, please, Dwayne, I beg of you. You have to help me, man. She's freaking going crazy with those itty-bitty rhinestone kits, that they put downstairs above their intimate venue. It started with hearts and cute shit, but then she got out of control. She does these huge, mural, special holiday ones, right, with woodland scenes, with talking squirrels. I just can't take it. Seriously, I can't stand it. It ain't right. Are you with me, right? I mean, that ain't right. Am I right?
Owen, put your woman back on the phone this very instant.
Hello?
Andrea, you have bejazzled your last rhinestone squirrel scene. You hear me, girl? Do you hear me?
Yes.
Listen, women were not meant to make artistic montages around their lady parts, no matter how pretty nor imaginative. All kinds of sparkly things in your thighs and above your lady lips is now, from here on out, banned. It ain't proper. That stuff is for men only. I cannot feel like I'm about to tongue a disco ball. Life is not a hip-hop video. Get rid of the beaver bling. Is that clear, girl?
Yes, Dwayne.
Louder.
Yes, Dwayne.
Now say it like you're enjoying yourself. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Now, dear listeners, I have a confession to make. I am sure this revelation will reduce more than a few of you to tears. I have been diagnosed with a disease. It is something that baffles medical science and kills most people that contract it, but I look at it as a ray of sunshine. I have a great disease, alcoholism. I have won the lottery. I mean, yes, I could have gotten herpes, but I didn't. I probably should have. This disease is great. Sure, I end up sleeping with some ugly chicks, but now that I know the symptoms, I know how to take care of myself. For instance, it is unwise to mix cocaine and grain alcohol for more than 3 days at a time. And that's a fact I have learned. Some fella told me that at one of them meetings. And he gave me a hug and a keychain. Strange business. I do not hug men, no thank you. I hug girls and procreating sows. And the latter only to ease the process as nature intended. I spoon men, just like any other normal fella, but hugging? Hugging, putting your arms around another man? Are you serious? Whatever will they think of next? Who's on the phone and how can we go beyond insemination?
My name ain't important.
Oh, it's my old friend Clarence, everybody. You son of a gun. Clarence is a stand-up guy. I say that even though he is in a wheelchair. Clarence and I fought in the war together, right on the front lines of the war on terror. We drive around at night and join a cold one. If we saw a foreigner acting squirrely, we called 911. Right after we shot him.
Dwayne, I got good news. I don't need the wheelchair no more.
It is a miracle. My prayers have been answered. Many a time when I was down on both knees giving a working girl the business, my mind would turn to you and that you are a cripple that can't enjoy the pleasures of the flesh.
No, I don't need a wheelchair because I got a motorized scooter now. The Relax Power X from Ambulate. Dude, I had that thing lowered, neon, custom paint job, overhauled the engine. You wouldn't believe the mad booty I've been getting lately. Besides, my doctor says I don't need a wheelchair or whatever. and that I could walk just fine. I'm just tired, Dwayne. You know how I do. I like to sit down, have a beer, masturbate, relax.
Oh, that's wonderful news there, Clarence. I love hearing you're getting booty. Thanks for calling into the show, buddy. I love you, always will. We received an electronic message in our inbox last week that says, Dwayne, you are so great on the radio. I was wondering if you've been watching the TV reports about how over in Asia they got the epidemic of bird flu. Well, thanks to everybody for writing in, especially to the listeners asking for a signed photo of my flaccid member. Now on to your question. I do not give a crap if some bird has the flu. Do I pause if a robin sneezes or a parrot coughs? No, I do not. I'm not a veterinarian. The maladies of animals are irrelevant to me. People raised a stink about swine flu, saying it was going to ruin the bacon. That barbecue tastes just fine to me. Let's move to the final portion of our show, Romantic Interludes with Big Dwayne, where I call a previous love interest live on air. Today, I'll be calling Marnie Smith, the cheerleader I went to high school with and harbored feelings for that I kept at bay by throwing Chinese stars at strangers and indiscriminately burning things. But today, I shall fess up, as I have obtained her phone number. I am so excited for this shit.
Hello?
Hello? Marnie.
Yes, it is.
Hello, Marnie. This is Dwayne Earl. And as you can tell by the melodic and poignant music playing in the background, I am about to unleash a barrage of emotion that has been trapped inside of me for these past 20 years. We attended Central High School together, and I sat behind you in science class. And on days where there was a football game, you wore your cheerleader outfit. To this very day, I nearly break out in tears that I have not told you of the thunderous lust you arouse in me. Now, I would not break out in tears for real, as a man's tears are saved in a special place for when his favorite stock car driver loses. But know this. I, as often as this week, have kept you in regular rotation in the Dwayne Earl Spank Bank. I fantasize about you turning around in science class and asking if we can get together and study for the test, and you'd arrive at my domicile, and I'd show you around, offer you a cigarette I'd stolen from my stepfather. And in the backyard, I performed feats of greatness, exhibiting my skills in archery, knife throwing, and camouflage face painting in particular. And we'd have a fireworks war with Roman candles, then ride fast on a dirt bike by the stream, and you'd have your arms around me, and I'd pop a wheelie, and you'd fall off the back and break your leg, and I'd console you, and we'd make passionate love in a cloud of exhaust by the dirt bike still running, our youthful giddiness accentuated by the intoxicating fumes. And we're making love, and even though your leg was broken, I'd be unable to discern if your screams are from passion or pain of a femur cracked in two. Anyway, that's just how I saw it.
Aw, Dwayne, that is so sweet.
Thank you for receiving this so elegantly. It has been a mighty burden on me that such fantastic times never did materialize before I began to lose my hair. However, know this, Marnie, I still have a ponytail, and it is one of my most attractive features, especially when I wear a baseball cap.
You should come by for some pie so we could catch up.
I would very much like to embark on this Epicurean endeavor.
You know, Tracy Bish, she used to talk about you. She said you had problems performing.
Tracy Bish is a goddamn liar. And if there were any performance issues, it is because my third brain could predict the future. And it knew she would one day be fat and have that, fat that swings on her woman's arm, and that her breasts would move like woeful pendulums, unable for any self-respecting man to love them. It's a boner killer. Instant futuristic boner killer. I saw the future, and that woman's future self destroyed my boners. Goodbye, Marnie. I will stop by your house soon on my dirt bike. Whew, I hope that cheerleader outfit still fits. This has been this week's episode of Romantic Interludes with Big Dwayne. Let's get on with the show. Next caller.
Hi, Dwayne. Thanks for the show. You know, you always hear about America as the land of the free, but that's bull crap. I got arrested for my religious beliefs. Now, how's the government and politicians going to tell me how many wives I can have? I like having 5 wives, you know? I mean, sometimes they gang up on me and they wrestle me, tie me down. You know, I like women to humiliate me, Dwayne. I mean, really treat me like crap.
Okay, right there. Here's what I don't understand, Hotshot. If you want to have 5 beautiful chicks, that's awesome, and something that I partake in on a regular basis, often after a bowling night when the ladies are all lubed up. But you polygamy guys, I just don't get it.
Why's that?
Well, because every time you see pictures or footage, the women, they're always so frumpy. Get 2 hot chicks, not 5 chubby, hairy ones, and they wear those terrible old lady dresses that cover up the important bits. On my farm, we have a bunch of women, and they work with nothing but a bikini and a gun belt on. And them's the rules because of women's lib. Jeff is on the phone.
Hi, Dwayne. I'm a member of the Ovine Liberation Front. There are some terrible things going on right under our noses. Atrocities on these farms. We've snuck a camera in and are going to expose it. Did you know that they're killing animals on some of these farms and then they eat them? It's like a zombie movie. It's horrible. Everything should be allowed to live. Just think about a world with the streets full of cows and chickens and velociraptors. It'd be great. You could hug them.
Sounds a bit like Australia. That's pretty much the third world, ain't it?
Precisely. What we want is our own world, a fourth world, where we can snuggle with a chicken or a goat, lay in the hay together, where nothing dies.
Listen up, Jeff. You are going to have to understand that the good Lord made natural selection for a reason. It is well known that shark embryos cannibalize their litter mates in the womb, with the strongest one eating all the siblings. My mother was pregnant with triplets, but when she went into labor, only one came out, and that was me. I won. That's the way nature works, son. You can't fight nature, but you can wrestle with it at Dwayne Earl's Art. Stop by and tell Tammy that you heard it on this show, and she will give you a commemorative koozie for your beer so that it will stay cold as you tour the premises. That's about all the time we got this week. This has been Beyond Insemination. I'm Dwayne Earl, and you're not.
This has been Beyond Insemination. You have been inseminated.
In the sea, there are big fish and there are little fish. The same is true on land. But which are you? Isn't it time to define yourself? At Shark, we have different Shark credit cards based on your level of insecurity. Let your credit card color define you. Go on a shopping spree with a red Shark card. The great white Shark is a beast of a card. Everyone in the restaurant will see it and know you are the ultimate predator. Tiger Shark is for the flamboyant spender. The Bull Shark for the violent, aggressive predator who hunts in all kinds of environments. Or there's the charitable basking shark, the card for the slow-moving liberal with no teeth. Shark for the apex predator.
Blaine County Radio. Home of shows like Beyond Insemination.
Your weekly journey into semen, sawdust, and savoring the good things in life.
Tractor Madness.
Hey, come on, let's get this shit going.
Heart-to-heart surgery. Rodeo and rehab. And rebroadcasts of some of our more colorful citizens.
I, Ronald Jakowski, say screw your gates.
96.5 FM. Blaine County Radio.